is, buddy?
Fever time.
Yeah, man!
Fire.
Everything that you carry, any luggage you take, all the ghosts you keep in hiding, they don't scare me away. No, 'cause I can't stop falling in love with you. I won't stop falling in love with you. I can't stop falling in love with you, with you. There's a past that keeps on calling, or if it keeps you awake, I won't let a scar keep me from your lips. I catch every tear from your face. 'Cause I can't stop falling in love with you. I won't stop falling in love with you. I can't stop falling in love with you, with you. I can't stop falling in love with you. I won't stop falling in love with you. I can't stop falling in love with you, with you.
Come on, Mark.
Uh-oh.
Real draw, man. Like a moth to flame.
I am less afraid.
This is for the best.
Let me adjust the microphone for you. Doctor. How's that?
Have a nice night.
Well?
Oh, what?
Now we dance.
Oh, no.
It's not for you. It's for them.
But I have to go.
Now we dance.
What is it you've got running all through your veins? Well, I'm here to tell you, you've got the fever, and it's hard to tame. What is your passion? And baby, I'll tell you what my pleasure be. Well, it's fever for the showing, Be it horror, thrills, or fantasy. They give us fever with some sci-fi. Baby, we'll burn until we supernova all night long. Keep it coming, we love a good mystery. In the day you can feel it, during the night so hot it'll bring you to your knees. Well, it's fever for the showing, be it horror, thrills, or fantasy. They give us fever with some sci-fi. Baby, we'll burn until we supernova all night long.
And welcome everybody. Happy Monday to you all. We are going to dive into this week's episode of Severance. We were told it was going to be the best yet, and it was something. I don't know if it was the best or not, but we'll decide that by the end of the stream. But it was something, right, guys? It was confused.
It was
shit out of me.
something. It was something.
Is everybody else confused now?
Yes,
Are we all
it was
properly
something.
confused and have no idea what the fuck is going on?
No.
Pretty much.
Right? it was something. But let's see.
I have
before
no idea.
we dive in, of course, as always, my bestie Miss Dana hanging out with us as always tonight, and our special. Well, he's not a special guest anymore. He's pretty regular. Miss
I'm just
Jane,
part of the family.
I know, right?
right?
I know. That's it. You're one of us. One of
Right.
us.
One of us. One of us. If you guys hear things in the background, it is the family. It's still, family. So apologies if y'all hear anything in the background, but we will venture through. Let's see what you guys are saying. I'm
Pretty
trying to read
much.
the chat too. And yeah, all right. And full disclosure, I may be slightly tipsy tonight. That's okay though. We're still going to get through it. I had a few drinks earlier tonight, so
Those
maybe a little
99
bit.
bananas.
Well, it happens. Okay. They were sitting there and I said, well, why not? Let's try them. They were different flavors. I had options. It's like what every lady wants, right?
I'm jealous because I'm too goddamn sober.
Oh, damn it, Vic. Who are you asking this to again? Has your companion bot been delivered yet? No, I have not ordered one of those yet. So, thankfully, I do not have one coming to my house. I don't know about everybody else on the panel or out there, but no companion bots.
Nope, mine was out of stock, so it's gonna be running late.
Oh man. James, like, no comment.
Oh no, I can't afford those things. I'm a lowly YouTuber.
Right. I don't know how much you think we make here.
out of your price range.
I mean, maybe they'll send me a free one that I can do a review for them online, on my channel.
You just give you one for free. Send you one.
I mean, I'll send it back after I use it.
Oh God, no. Let's see, we got Samuel giving a 9 out of 10 carrots for the episode. Nice. And Vic said I tried to get mine financed, but I didn't get approved. Oh man.
We just gotta wait a couple of Christmases and the price will come down.
Oh, okay.
Right? Wait
Gotta wait for
until
the
they
next
come
model.
out with a few new generations, and then you'll be able to get one of the older ones for dirt cheap.
A used one.
Oh God. Don't even want to think about it.
I don't know if that's something I want used.
Oh
my
God. Well, let's see.
I'm sorry. I'm going to be laughing and coughing, so I apologize.
No worries. See who we got hanging with us tonight. Inquisitor 10 is hanging with us tonight. Welcome, hon. We got MJ Jones hanging out. I see Casey hanging out with us tonight. What's up, hon? Always glad to see you with us. I see Debbie Bebby dropping by with a thumbs up. Thank you, hon. That's right. Give a like, folks, if you have not. Let's see who else we got. I scroll down. Of course, we got Miss Vic hanging out with us tonight. And Dark Elf. Always good to see you guys. EJ Wicks, Childhood Videos, is here hanging out with us tonight. Welcome, welcome. We got Samuel hanging out. We got Fletcher hanging out with us tonight. Welcome, welcome, hun. So glad you all can make it with us tonight as we dive into this episode of craziness. Let me bring up these screenshots and we will get ready to dive into it. Let's see, I'm almost there. Clickety click. And there. There we are. All right. So, guys, first question for everybody. Where are they and where do you think this place is? Anybody? Everybody? What you got? I think it may be a form of a simulation. Otherwise, I have no idea. Like how they pulled this shit off.
Yeah, I agree. I don't know. I don't know about the simulation. Like I see it. I totally see that as far as a theory, but I'm not sure about it. They said it was the, Kier National Forest or something like that. So I don't know. Is it a real place? Is it just another level in the building, which is crazy to think about the way it looks? It would have to be some sort of simulation. I don't know.
It's a doozy of a question there. I mean,
simulation. Yeah, simulation, like they're plugged in somewhere and like Matrix type of simulation, or like a floor is made to kind of look like this.
That one I'm not.
When you guys say simulation.
See, I'm thinking simulation like they're hooked up somewhere. Mostly because of the way shit kind of appeared in this place. Like it was just a weird.
Yeah.
Like this was essentially like a place that is from the Kier's childhood.
Yeah.
It was just weird.
I would think, like Fletcher says there, I'd think it's more of a mind simulation than a physical, like holodeck thing, maybe, like Vic said, but it could be a holodeck too. Just the distance between Mark and Irving there at the beginning, that's just a long way.
Yeah, because the way he pops up, there's no elevator, right? I don't think there was any elevator behind our boy here, Irving. And they even show you this sort of, he's just there. Like, so how did, it was just a little strange. And then even after, he gets up there with Mark, you see like right here, this
There's
stone,
no
you'll
TV.
see it again. There's no TV here. Yeah. And then all of a sudden,
there's
a TV there. And it's just hanging out back here. Like,
hey, Mr. Milchek, maybe Miss Wong. That was Miss Wong. She's just quick.
Think so? I mean, I don't know. That it threw me off when I seen it. I was like, okay, so and where is it being plugged into?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, who needs plugs?
I mean, we're using like an old school looking VCR fucking DVD player here. Where the hell is the damn plug?
So is it not a good theory to think that this could all just be in Mark's head and not all of their heads, if it's even if it is a simulation, or could it be a glitch in the reintegration? Is that a crazy path?
No, because honestly, I don't know what the hell this is. Because we ended with Mark's reintegration on the last episode, and then they just start us in the middle of fucking nowhere in the snow.
Right. But I mean, I guess it's not. The only good thing about it being that would be maybe Irving isn't dead, his Innie. But I don't know. I like that ending. The way it ended, I guess I want it to be a simulation or something, and not just a dream or something like that.
Vic says there's a level of the building called team building on on the
Pete-
yeah, it was by the perpetuity hall,
on-
wasn't it?
On PD's map.
Yeah, on PD's map. Wasn't it by the because they were at the
It
perpetuity
was,
wing and they crossed with
yeah, it was like on the other side of
optics.
on the other side, opposite of that or something, or on that.
Yeah, because they were
on the
coming back
bottom.
from like a team building exercise with eggs or some shit.
Yeah, seems that way. Yeah.
She says, I think they are, oh my gosh, I cannot read tonight. I think they are there in some kind of sim. Yeah, it's very weird because, I mean, there's too much going on here in this weird place for me to think anything other than some kind of a simulation. Also, what is it? They're doubles, they're twins that they get to see as they walk through their journey to get to Woe's Hollow. You know, we got Mark up here, which now we see Mark, we see Helena, and we see oh shit, I'm forgetting
Dylan.
Dylan. But we don't see Irving until they get to the very end. So I don't know. It was weird for some reason. I was like, they were going through everywhere, and then you don't really like Irving didn't really help them. He was just here.
Yeah.
The other three sort of helped guide them along to get to this point, except for Irving. And it's just so weird that Irving is the one that ends up not, being the team player in the end, so to speak.
Yeah. So many little things like that. The show's so crazy.
Mm-hmm. And good old Mr. Milchek. Lumen will provide.
Yeah, that was a crazy story in that book.
Oh no, the book was I was waiting for chapter 2, man. I was like, hang on now, this is some crazy shit. We got to know more. I mean, we get to find out a little bit about the Tempers, to find out about Woe. They get to go on this actually upset me right here. Hang on. This upset me where we get after the story. The story was funny, right? All this stuff was funny. She's laughing. We all gonna laugh about it. But then because we laughed at your stupid story, look, nobody gets marshmallows. Where's your fucking marshmallows? And then nobody thought, like, okay, look, I know it's a fire, but you gonna tell me some of these didn't land on top of the others? Y'all got the damn poker, get that shit out of the fire. It's fine. It was gonna burn anyway. That was the whole point of the marshmallow. I was sad.
Oh, Milchek don't play.
You mean? Look at that face. He's so damn mean. Fucking marshmallows are for team players or some shit. Get out of here, man. Look, see, it's a beautiful marshmallow.
It's an Ort bow. Or whatever.
Yeah. The team, hang on, got it. Where was it? Right here.
Yeah.
Yep, yeah. Ort bow. Outdoor retreat team building occurrence. It is an occurrence.
And if you don't team build, no marshmallows.
I know. Yep. See,
and if you rearrange those letters, it spells out
get marshmallows. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
But you also know if you rearrange those letters, they spell robot.
Dun dun dun.
Dun dun dun.
I think the twins were robots or something. Those were weird, creepy.
You see, if it's a simulation, then I'm just assuming they were just put in there, but I don't know. I'm gonna call it a simulation. We got TVs that have no electrical hookup, dudes that look like them popping up and leading them in a direction.
and you can look at his feet. It almost looks like he was put there.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, not physically, but like digitally or something.
Yeah, he doesn't fit. Like it's a weird. I don't know. It was creepy. Which says Dylan G got the best lines of dialogue of the episode. Quasar said, I always thought the severed floor was the chip and they could alter it however they wanted. And yeah, we pretty much know that now because we went and talked about all the different protocols and stuff like that they can go through. We know about overtime. Now we kind of get to see what the Glasgow one is. They got what the fish one, goldfish and the elephant and a whole bunch of other things that nobody read in the fine print when they signed their contract for Lumen.
I'm really wondering if it was in there for real.
Well, somebody you would think would go back over them contracts at this point, but apparently not. They were not
Nobody's
concerned.
demanded to see their fucking contracts.
But we do get to the fourth appendix. The fourth appendix, this nice little book here. We get to learn about Dieter, Kier's twin.
So
Elven
do
brother.
you think Helena knew about the waterfall and that book and all that? Do you think she was?
I would assume so.
But she laughed about it at the campfire, like,
I think she was trying to make him think that she was still her.
okay, like
Like
she
she
was.
was the
Yeah,
any.
gotcha.
Because on what's his name was kind of questioning her earlier and stuff like that, Irving.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought maybe she's like, well, and she seemed like she was trying to buddy up with her boy there and some weird, don't know what the hell she's thinking kind of deal. But then again, I don't know what the Glasgow program fully does. Like, is it like part of her is there but not there? Because it was supposed to be like a coma state. But
Yeah, I don't know.
But I don't know. Like, I don't fully understand how, like, because one of them was like, we thought it was going to be like the elephant thing where they get to kind of always be present and know everything. But Glasgow doesn't mean they know everything. So, good question.
Yeah, it must just be that the any is put in a coma state.
Mm-hmm. Pledge said this episode of Severance just debunked from itself Simulation Town. Well, maybe not so much, but we'll have to wait and see where they go with From. I'm still not on board with Simulation and From, but it still could be. Let's see what else we got. And Fletcher says, does the panel in chat think that Dieter is an actual person, that the story is real, or is it just another fictional tale for Lumen to control the Ennies? Very good question. If Dieter, I want to say that Dieter is possibly real. The story itself, half truth. It sounds true that him and his brother would go off into the woods. Like, that seems plausible. It seems plausible that he would see his brother doing something that he probably would consider to be disgusting. And so he kind of created the story to, because let's see, how was it put in the book? I was trying to remember how he put it, because the paupers. Yeah, they were going in there to live as paupers, and I'm assuming that the part where his brother turns into stuff, it kind of reminded me of like the old, I hate to say, like old wives' tale. They tell you not to do that with yourself, or you get like hairy hands or some shit like that. So it kind of reminded me of that when he's like, oh, and he burst into like moss and all this other shit. And I'm like, oh god, that's like one of the things they tell people as kids so you don't do things like that.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if he's real. I mean, I almost thought, or almost everything makes me think that it's made up. Like, it was made up for the purpose of them trying to control the Ennies. Yes. But when Milchek was reading it at the fire, he seemed like, yes, this is actually one of the volumes that he wrote on his deathbed. And like, he wasn't even looking at the paper. It's like he knew it by heart.
Yeah.
While he was reading it. So that made me think, well, maybe it is real. Maybe he really did write it on his deathbed. But is his brother real? I think maybe that's not truth.
See, I'm not sure, because like the story itself makes sense because he's trying to kind of give the meaning of woe, because that woe is one of the tempers that he has to overcome. So it kind of gives you that story behind the temper. And I'm assuming the rest of the book goes into the rest of them, perhaps. When he said they're going to go to the next chapter.
Right.
But like, as far as the brother being real or not, I don't know. I mean, I would believe one or the other. Although, I mean, it could just be the thing that has, that was maybe the thing they were going to do with for Severance kind of stuff. Like, okay, so he's technically, his brother's gone, like half of him or something like that, because they were twins. I mean, I don't know where they're going with it. The fact that they want, and I mean, his name was Dieter, which just seems like there's something behind that, and I just don't know what that is yet. I don't know what it is. I don't know why. When I heard it, I was just like, what the fuck? That made me think. I don't know. But yeah, the whole story was interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was some. That it was written very nicely for something very disgusting. Well, I don't call it disgusting, but like it's not something that you read around the campfire and have s'mores. At least I've never done that. I mean, we don't read these type of things around the campfire. Other people do, but it just didn't seem like that. See, the Dieter Egan story will be important going forward. It seemed like it had something going on behind it. And yeah, there could be possibly a little baby on the way. Was a very interesting thing because our girl, she knows what she's doing. And she gave it up. And now, what's going to happen? Is she going to have a little bun in the oven? They're going to have, like, even though he's seeing his wife there for a second, and then that was got to be weird. Poor Mark. He had no idea.
This confused me a little bit because I was like, okay, they're innies. They're supposed to be almost childlike. How, unless they're taught about sex, how would they know? Like,
well,
how would they know? Like, I don't know. I thought that was very weird that like they're supposed to be childlike, and I don't know how they would know how to have sex in a sense.
Yeah. I don't know how this guy looks, but I know how to,
right?
what?
Like exactly. Like I was just like, oh, okay.
well, I mean, he seemed to do things. Yeah, things were happening. Who knows?
Exactly.
I don't know.
I was like, oh, okay, you go, you go.
Well, I don't know. Maybe Mark's Audi was surfing. He is reintegrated, Dana.
Yeah, but you wouldn't think his Audi would do that. His Innie would.
No, but because he's reintegrated,
Yeah,
maybe he's seeing his wife.
Right. That is a flux in that. Like he's coming, like it's working, like it's starting to do its thing. But
so maybe like I don't know. I'm trying to give some kind of fucking reason.
Yeah.
Like maybe it's seeping through. I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah, Helena was definitely her Audi, so that it was her. And Mark came into the tent and approached her. It wasn't the other way, but maybe she knew that he would. Like she played him into her hands. But do you think she went into this world building day knowing she would bed Mark by the end of the night? Or did it just happen that way?
No.
I don't know, because again, we're dealing with one character who now we know was not her any, and then Mark's got reintegration. So there's, I don't know, because they're starting to get things are getting real muddy around here.
Yeah, because I saw an interview with Milchek's actor, and he said that Milchek set it all up. Like it was his idea to do the outbro and stuff, and that he will have to pay for how it turned out in some kind of way. But it was all his idea. So, Helena would had to be in on that the whole time and know it's coming, because even they said, we talked to your Audis and because you're going to be gone for 2 days, so we had to approve it with your Audis and stuff. And Helena would have known because she was the Audi the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know.
It's curious.
Because
very
the
curious.
book, like if it's a simulation, they simulated the book as well. Is it real, but they simulated it? Or is it not real and they simulated it for a form of control?
Well, I mean, if it's a simulation, doesn't mean the book's not real in the real world.
Right.
And I mean, they could have just, I mean, I don't know. I would have, like I said, it's giving me simulation vibe just because of things, the way they kind of appear. And I don't know. It's so weird. They seem like it was, again, these dudes popping up like, again, his feet is like in the snow. This is fucking weird. Okay. Like,
yeah, that's
there's like no feet here.
It's almost like Photoshop or digitally, like if it's a simulation, you could see how they stuck that in there.
Mm-hmm. And Vic asked, was this all a plot to have sex with Mark? And it's possible. I mean, we know that they kind of have this weird obsession with Mark
Yeah.
and his wife. We don't know what the end goal of Severance is. And now this could just be her being selfish, and because she seemed like she was into Mark when she was watching herself, her any self back on the videotapes. So there's so many possibilities with where they're going with this. And this place alone is weird. And it's weird because they gave them to do this team building exercise. Well, weren't they doing just fine on the last episode? I think they were okay as a team. Or did she want this orchestrated, trying to, bring Irving into the fold and make everybody think that there's nothing going on here? Like, I don't know. Like, why did they want this exercise to begin with?
Right. And you got to think also, in Irving's case, it's like something I saw Fletcher said or mentioned about, he was looking for that elevator, and we don't know if he found it because it didn't show it. After he asked the lady that worked with Bert, and she said, she knew maybe where it was or something. He asked, do you know where it is? And we never did see anything else. So how much time passed? And if no time passed and he didn't get to go check out, if she told him, if he didn't get to go check it out, he won't get to, because his Annie died, and that, his Audi now is going to have to do stuff to try to go against Lumen.
And see, I'm curious about that because Irving is slightly unique. He, with what you were just talking about, right? And we know that the only people we know from Optics, the chick from Optics, she said, they used to go down there for exports. So I'm curious to know if Irving has been under one of those other protocols before. There was one that had something to do with like interdepartmental changes. I still think he may be with that, and they may change him out again. So I'm gonna see where they go, if they come back and we get to see him on the outside or not, or if they've moved him to like another department. Because how does he know about that elevator?
The lady, I forget her name.
No, like he knew about it. No, I mean like he's been drawing it. Like she even said, "How do you know about this? Like, how have you seen this?" And I'm assuming that he was either part of Optics or he worked on that hall prior to have had some sort of like knowledge of it, even though he can't remember.
Right. Yeah, that's very possible, because I think they had that option in the list we were going over.
It was like interdepartmental changes.
But also, couldn't it be that the lady that still works there, that's doing the reintegration on Mark, I forget her name, I think that's the one he called in the phone booth. So could it be her that told him originally about, because she works at Lumen, could it be her that told him, I need, I'm going to work with you and try to make your any see stuff, like the painting stuff, and maybe she told him to start doing it over and over and over, stay up late, drink coffee, because you'll fall asleep at work, and the thought it'll bleed through. So I was thinking maybe it was her that was working with him doing that. Is one of my many theories, but I like what you said seems more practical, or seems like it would fit better.
Only because they've given us those protocols and they're starting to use them, and then Irving just seems to know things. Like, he knew about the Night Gardener, and now, of course, that should have been a tell for all of us. But how would the Ennies know that a Night Gardener is like questionable?
Right. Yeah, that goes back to the sex and everything else, But in an interview, in those interviews that I watched, I don't know if this is telling too much, but the Irving, John said that his Audi, and I think he realized he might have said too much when he said this, but he said, my Audi is trained, or was in a profession to be able to pick up on those small details. That's why his innie was able to pick up on the small details, knowing that Helena wasn't Helly. So like he could be a former CIA or something like that. I don't know how they're going to do, like how they're going to play that. Like what was he?
That would make sense.
Oh, he's a Navy SEAL. Vic says that could be.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they were in the Navy, him and his father, I guess, if that's who
It's
was
possible.
in that photo when he looked in that trunk. I think it showed both of them were in the Navy.
Yeah, and see, I'm kind of on board with what Fletcher's saying. For some reason, I think Lumen has Irving's mind cleaned up at least once in the past. He has a deeper connection to Bert for sure. Again, making me think he worked at Optics at one point.
Yeah, could be.
Again, I don't know if they just did the interdepartmental change or I don't know what protocol they enacted, but yeah, I feel like there's something about Irving. Like he knows so much about the company. He seems to have this loyalty to the company. Even like in this episode, it was just weird. At first, he was really like he didn't trust, of course, Helena, but he still like wanted to be part of the company. It seemed like he didn't really want to leave. He just didn't want to mole in their midst. He wanted her to be honest.
Yeah.
And so it was just I don't know. I don't know if we've seen the last of Irving.
Yeah, I don't know. Vic that's kind of mind blowing to think that if he was a Navy SEAL, that explains the dead SEAL foreshadowing Irving's death. That's just deep.
Mm-hmm.
That's too deep for my brain to think about right now.
Yeah, especially with Kelly or Helena or whatever.
Because how did they know that Irving would do that? So,
and Irving was going to eat it.
Because in that interview with the actors, they said
he was going to eat that.
Milchick said they put that seal there deliberately, like it was put there for a reason for them to come across.
And was it a seal? It was a seal. At first, I thought it might. I was like, "What the fuck is it?" I couldn't tell if it was a seal or like a fucking sea lion. I was like, "What in the hell is this shit?"
I think it was supposed to be a seal, and
okay,
and it could it be just because they've never seen death, and on their outing to the wilderness, they wanted to show them death, but I don't know.
Yeah, this was weird again. I can't remember how far from Woe's Hollow were they? Did they have to still walk a bit? No, they were actually pretty close.
They seem to be pretty close, but if you rewatch, like I watched it 2 times, and on the second rewatch during that little span, the sun, it has a shot of the sun, and it goes down pretty fast. Like it did take them a little while to walk that distance.
Because I'm wondering if because where did the brother do his deed? And because was he right out? And I know Kurt or Kier walks up to the waterfall to not hear it, but I thought the brother was in the woods. And I was like, it's supposed to be like what happens to you when you do bad things in the woods. But I wasn't sure. The seal was that was a question mark for sure. But it could be a Irving thing because Irving wanted to eat it and he was all about it. He didn't know when they was going to get him more food. He questioned everything.
What do you call Dylan, a dumbass or something? Like, what did you tell him, dumbass?
Yep. He's like, you didn't like you had a bad experience or something, Mark told him. He's like, what did you tell him? Nothing.
Yeah, I do wonder if when we first met Irving, he was so into the company, right? And you guys were talking about how maybe one of those protocols has wiped his mind once or maybe more than once. So it almost seems like he was a fresh wipe, and he's really into the company because he's just kind of starting or something. But I don't know.
Well, it's very curious. And you see, twin is always with you. Or Kier's twin was always with you, and that is what they are kind of, I guess, supposed to represent their other selves. which is weird because so is that supposed to be their any self? And this, even though this is their any self, I don't know. It was kind of confusing. It was something. But I do like the waterfall. I mean, otherwise, this was a very beautiful like landscape in a kind of creepy way in some parts, but it was very beautiful scenery. It's like, damn, we got a lot of good shots here. Look at that! Wow, it's a nice waterfall there.
Tallest one in the world.
Beautiful.
That's crazy that Milchek said that. It's like, why? I mean, I guess to the innies that don't know, they seem to know odd things, but not things like tallest waterfall.
It's just really pretty though. I'm sorry to look at it. It's breathtaking. We got some little ice shards and stuff. We got icicles, and it's so pretty. And look, as Milkshake said, it should be enough to, take care of the appetite, right? I forgot how he said it in his fucking pretentious way. He's like, no, I'm just kidding. Lumen will always provide. See, Fletcher says, soon as Seth said tallest waterfall in the world, it sold for me. It's a simulation level. Like, yeah, because this is like they showed it almost exactly in the story the way. So it's just weird that this place would be so well thought out for a Kier story and it be a real place. And they had all this stuff set up. I mean, it was just like, oh, just got copious amounts of luxury meats. Well, the torches will, provide light and heat. You're good. Let's see. Or it says, I think they're just lying, probably not a simulation. Yeah, and again, I don't know. I mean, I vote simulation only because, like, the TV kind of pops up out of nowhere. It's plugged into nothing. But who knows?
Yeah, I'm wondering if we'll ever know. Like, will they? Like, we're just back in the office next episode.
Mm-hmm. And then, like, are they going to forget? Are they going to wipe their minds and forget Irving? Like, how is that going to work? They ain't going to forget him.
No, they didn't really wipe anybody's minds to forget other people, really.
Let's see. Oh, yeah, there's a little seal that she gave him. And she thinks she's so cute. Look, he's like, yeah, I see you.
In case you get hungry.
Yeah. Ha, ha, ha.
But I think
I honestly think it was that moment that he was like, yeah, you ain't you, bitch.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and her acting during that part was just superb. And all it was a few facial tweaks.
Mm-hmm. That all happy smile to where he questions her and she's like, okay, you know what? Whatever. I'm out.
Yeah.
Let's see. Jim says there's a time element here, both in memories being recalled and the out of sync any and outie timelines. They don't line up directly. Yeah, and then again, this is a weird one. I mean, so this was supposed to be the best of the season. I had some really high hopes, and it's not that I did like the episode. I'm just more or less trying to figure out like what was the point of this, other than of course for everybody to know now that Helena's not. I mean, that she's not her any, she's her outie or whatever. But and we get to know about we did get to learn about a temperament that we get to learn about. Whoa, I mean, she's a little creepy bitch, right?
Yeah,
Where did she get the hangover? I got her somewhere.
Mark and Elena had sex. I mean, a lot of stuff happened.
And we lost marshmallows. It's fucking the most criminal of all, where the damn marshmallows in the fire. Savage. But yeah, this whole scene here, I mean, he's dreaming. He wakes up in his normal everyday uniform, and again, the forest has turned twisted. And in the middle is his little workspace. And this was an interesting thing that we get here as well. We'll get to see Woe in just a second. But the numbers start going like it seems normal, right? Yeah, this is the normal work folder. 3% complete. And Burke's there. So, what the fuck? Was Burt in MDR before, or is this just, his mind fucking with him? I don't know. A lot of strange things going in his dream. And we already know how his dreams work, right? That's how he kind of learned about the elevator. It was seeping through in his dreams. But he's typing away. But he sees, whoa, she typing away too. She's creepy as hell.
She used to be part of MDR also.
I guess so. She's the first MDR one. The very first, yo.
Very creepy.
Even creepier is what happens here. Computer starts tripping out. Now she's coming off as a ghost, almost like a spirit in his dream, almost like a warning. Because this is before he really confronts Helena or Kelly-R. I can't remember. Is it Kelly-R? I can't remember none of her names now. Her name is the worst for me because it's like, is it Kelly or Helly? I always mess her. It's Helly-R.
Helly-R.
Helly-R. Because I want to call her Kelly because Helly doesn't roll off my tongue very well, I guess. Like it just fucks with my brain. But this is weird because all of the numbers at one point, they're like 1, 2, 3, 4 numbers. Right? We got like the 4 same random numbers. But then it gets stranger. Because it doesn't stop there. The numbers keep going trippy like. And he's going to end up seeing letters. Like it's deciphering something.
Egan.
Right? And did y'all actually find Egan in here? I found all the letters to it.
I think, that was telling him she's an Egan. The only one powerful enough as an outie to come down to the severed floor would be an Egan.
Because you almost get it right here. It's EAG, and then isn't it AN or EN? You get EAGN. We almost get Egan like right up in here. There's a couple scenes where it's like you almost get it perfectly spelled out. But otherwise, I'm not sure because I almost thought I saw at one point Helena in there or even Mark's wife's name in there. But again, that's because you just fucking random ass letters to a degree. But no, I don't know. I was trying to see because I looked to try to get it actually spelled out together, but I guess just seeing the letters there was enough. Let's see. I went through this before the stream. Yeah, staying up. I was looking for it.
Yeah, Miguel was trying to help you look for it too.
So I almost found it over here somewhere, but it was missing. Like one letter was off. Not that it matters. I'll sit here and look at this all day. But it would get you. It was just weird, and it looked like an eyeball. Fuck.
It's looking back at him.
It's a creepy.
Yeah, like watching you, like he's being watched almost.
Mm-hmm. He's being watched, all right. By this bitch here.
No. Creepy.
I know. And again, and again, Kier meets Woe at the river after his brother does the deed, but what does she have to do with she's a bride? I'm so confused with the story still too. I think they need to publish that book so we can actually read it because I'm confused at what Woe, like she's a bride. So what does it mean? Like you cheated on your wife or something? Like what the fuck is going on here?
I don't know.
Fletcher says, I'm telling y'all, that creepy lady is the original Helena Egan. Something's going on, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah. It's funny. It'll be funny when, like, a couple episodes in, every one of our theories are wrong. Mm-hmm. It's like they throw us for a bigger loop than we can even imagine.
Like I said, we know she's Woe. We've already seen like her displayed in season 1, and then this is, like I said, this book must be having, like, they were going to get to chapter 2, which was what is it, like Nanny's Thief or something like that. So we will have to wait and see. But it is creepy. So he meets her at the riverbed, almost like, the Lady of the Lake, but creepier.
Yeah.
And I guess it's woe because of his brother. But then what does the bride have to do with it? That's the part I don't get. Like I get like okay, she's like the lady at the lake there, and he kind of messed around the woods and disgraced the lake or something. I don't know, but
This more reminds me of the La Llorona, that story. How like she is another figure that would be considered like a lady of the lake, except one of the versions I think is that she drowns her children, and like she when she's seen in white. So it
okay.
could be that it could be more so like a la. And I'm sorry, Spanish. My husband will kill me. La Llorona, and I'm probably butchering that to all hell, but it more so reminds me of that story.
Okay, and you guys are saying that this is like Helena's entity, and so would then that does that mean all the because there's only four temperaments, right? So who are the other temperaments? And are they because are we saying that each one of the MDR is a temperament? Where are we going with this chat? I'm reading you guys. Look, I'm listening to everybody on the panel, and I'm reading what you guys are saying. So I'm sorry if I do not highlight everything, but let's see what else we got.
I don't know. That one line, now he's no one's brother, only chaos is whore. I mean, what does that mean?
Mark may have become Chaos's whore.
Ooh, snap.
Just a little bit.
He's no one's brother.
That's true. Oh, no, this is weird. This was really it was strange. And again, I'm probably watch this one at least one more time before next week. Just because there were so many just little things that I think have a little more meaning to them, especially if you kind of reread through some of the things that they have out already. I know, James, you're talking about there's some stuff on the Reddit talking about it. And then I know in the letters, the Lexington letters, I'm curious to finish those and see what's like corresponds with any of this stuff.
Yeah. The breathing tube, excuse me, I guess it's not a spoiler if you're going to read it, but the breathing tube is kind of what it's about as part of it. And that has to do with Miss Cobell, of course, and her mother's breathing tube.
Yeah.
Because they were faulty or something. And so that stuff's in there, which is interesting. So it ties to the overall story. I was hoping they would release something else. Like, okay, they gave us that kind of covers some of the beginning episodes a little bit or helps tie stuff together a little bit. But now we're into new territory. I mean, that stuff's not resolved yet, of course, but I don't know. The simulation thing, that's the thing that threw me for a loop. I'm wondering if they, in their marketing, said this is the best episode to try to throw us because they knew it wasn't the strongest one of the season either.
Maybe. Yeah, it was very weird. What was this little? Did they ever show what this white thing was back here?
Is that the outhouse with 4-ply paper?
It may be. I don't know. I just know it was back here where Milchek comes out around this bend here, and I'm like, wait, we saw the main tents, but what the hell was that tent? Was that where the little girl was staying?
Yeah. Oh, it could be, but I think
I
that's
calling her
the
a little girl.
outhouse.
Was that the bathroom? I don't know. I'm just curious because I was trying to figure out what the hell everything in this episode was. It's like, wait, what was that? Oh, and also, like, what the hell is this? Like, she has this interesting little belt buckle of like 2 goats or 2 rams. And I believe Mark has it as well.
Yeah.
But I didn't notice if all of them did.
Yeah, it didn't really show the others clearly, but they definitely did. So I suspect they all had it.
Okay, because I was just curious if anybody else caught everybody else with. I know I caught her and Mark, but I didn't see, like, because of course his jacket's covering it, so.
Yeah, it never really shows anybody else that clearly. But I wonder if, like, it's goats. Goats are everywhere in this show. So I
It's
don't
like
know.
two of them, and they're button heads. I don't know if it even had any meaning, but I took the
Right,
picture of it.
right. Yeah,
I
I
have no
noticed it,
idea.
but I don't know.
See what you guys are saying. Well, he's not getting it yet. Well, I mean, again, I'm going with the simulation theory. That's where I'm at with it. Mostly, like I said, the TV pops up out of nowhere. The TV at the beginning was the thing that set me for simulation, above and beyond anything else. The TV was not there, and then it pops up. Mark has been standing there that whole time, and there's no electricity.
Yeah, the one thing was making me think mind simulation or just in the mind of Mark was that he stood still and everybody came to him,
Mm.
and um,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was weird. Again, other than for them to start talking the show to tell us about the tempers, so we kind of get a better understanding of those. And then of course to reveal more of the like the protocols or whatever we want to call them, like the overtime contingencies and stuff like that. And then of course to further the story with Mark. I mean, they had to have that love interest there. Why not? We had one last season. We're gonna have one this season. I mean, it's kind of a continuation on, but they actually get to show their love a little bit more. So we'll get to see. I mean, I'm kind of curious to see where the next I'm more curious in the next episode than I was on this one. Now I'm like, oh God, what the hell? Like, okay, so Irving is completely out now, which I still don't think he is. I think they're going to keep him as part of the company, perhaps. Maybe not in the same capacity, of course, but I don't know. Are they going to put him in one of these other places? I can't see Irving being gone.
I
I don't
think
know
they're
the way
just going to
Milchek.
reset him in a way.
It could be,
Mhm.
yeah. Milchek seemed pretty upset.
I am feeling it was Milchek's fault. Maybe if he was so smart, you put this shit together. What did you expect? Y'all just not very smart. He keeps kind of. I love Milchek, but he keeps kind of messing up as far as like in the eye, to me in the eyes of the company. He's supposed to be able to get all this stuff done, but they seem to have everything he seems to try backfires, and then he ends up having to give in to Mark or whoever in the end. So I'm just curious to see how Milchek's path is going to go now too with the company, even though I know he's got that position and everything, and he got the posters, all this kind of stuff. But are they going to keep him now that they know and that this had to be revealed? Like another contingency was revealed. They had the overtime contingency revealed. Now this one's revealed to the severed floor. Like how many mistakes can Milchek make before the company like does something with him?
Yeah, it's a big one that he did. I don't know. That's the question. Hopefully, we'll get answered.
Mm-hmm.
As far as while it's answering that, it'll answer what this was. Was it just another floor, like a simulation, or were they all on tables and it was in their mind,
Mm-hmm. I think they're going to force an Audi Irvin storyline, says Vic, and that is very possible because we already know that Bert was outside of his home while he was his Audi on the payphone. So we'll have to wait and see where that goes. I can't see that. I can't see Irving's story being over yet. Although he may not still be Irving B from MDR, he still is Irving out there, and he might be another Irving in another department. Who knows? Like, this is such a weird show, and it's in a good way. It is very much so a twisted, like, mind fuck. And I do love how she did tell him, yes, do it, Seth.
Yeah.
Or was it Seth? It's Seth, right? Isn't that his
Yeah,
name?
yeah. And then Irving's like, "Yeah, do it, Seth."
Mm-hmm.
That was great.
There he is. Yep.
Yeah.
Tell him.
Some great acting right there too by both of those.
Oh, I loved everything between Irving and Milchek all the way through this part because he was just like, how did he tell him for attempted fucking murder or something at Woe's Hollow. Like,
Yeah,
shit.
collegial.
Yeah, collegial murder. Fuck. I'm like, oh shit, dude.
In the sacred woods, like shit.
Now, who else? Like, I worried when her ass first walked back out. All right, so we heard the story about Woe, and then her little ass is right here by the. I thought she was gonna turn into a damn tree. I was like, man, is she gonna like? Is Woe gonna pop out and something gonna happen to her? Because this was before I like, it was revealed that she is who she is, and I'm like, oh shit. Because they're all freaking out, like, where did she go? And she's walking all willy nilly, and she was so happy, right? Like this, like as if this was a spot for the family or something. There was like looking back, that smile now that she had when she was looking at the waterfall at Woe's Hollow. It's as if it was a place she'd been to before, or something like she'd always seen in a storybook that she's never been to, or something like that. Like she just had this sort of pleasantness to her.
Yeah, like Vic said, the glow after party glow.
And it could have been just from that. Like, I don't know. I was just like, man, she's a little too happy at the damn waterfall. And it could have just been from Mark. Now, Irving stopped that real quick. What? I didn't do nothing. What are you doing here? What are you doing here? I love that. He's like, what are you doing down here? Nothing. What are you doing?
So since they can, like, the Glasgow thing and the overtime contingency, Mark, excuse me, Mark was at his brother's house and they were all out in the blue yonder. They were not at Lumen, and they were able to flip the switch and stuff. So they, that's not really a thing that we can use to say because he flipped her switch, that they were definitely on the floor of Lumen, because it seems to work wirelessly no matter where you are. So they could definitely have been out in the middle of the forest, I guess, and it still worked, if that is really the case.
Mm-hmm. Oh no, yeah, they because you're severed regardless, and they can access you at anywhere at any time. So yeah, they could have had. It would just be weird to have convinced all of them to be out in the middle of nowhere, and dressed up like that. Like, they could have. Not for her, right? Like, of course, I take her out of that equation now, but the other three.
Yeah, and did you notice the Russian hats? That Russian thing comes back into play. There's so many Russian little, I don't know, references or things like that's just everywhere in this show. So I'm wondering what that has to do with anything, and if it has to do anything with, like we were talking about, something in the past changed in that universe than what happened in our universe. So they're on a whole different path.
It's possible. Yep, he's got the black one, got the white hat on. Yeah, they definitely, and again, it could be nothing or it could be something big. They definitely throwing it at us. God, I still do love this ending. Just the stare downs was so good. You just tell you, just don't worry about it. It's all good.
Walk into the forest, Irving.
Mm-hmm. And he is no more. And again, we don't get to see if he just like poofs and this, no simulation no more for him, or if he's just like goes on an elevator, or if he's his Audi right after this. Like, again, like he stopped the program while he's in the midst of this, right? So wouldn't
Look
that
at the flowers, Irving? Look at the flowers.
So wouldn't that, like, if the Audi, they wouldn't want the Audi to see the innies, right? Like, how would they be able to?
Yeah. So I'm thinking they put him in another mode at this point, just like they did to get him out there. If it's a real place, but if it's a simulation, then he just woke up on the table. Maybe if it's a mind simulation.
That's why I was thinking simulation too, because it seems easier for them to bring them back out of it with less suspicion than if he was just like standing in front of them as an Audi.
Yeah, you would think Milchek would have left him his innie until they got him back somewhere, maybe.
Right. But who knows? I'm not sure myself. Can't wait to find out what they do in the next episode, though. See, Audi Mark gets a news from Helena Egan saying she's expecting a son from him. Yeah, that is a possible future episode.
Man.
Yes. So yes, she was under the Glasgow block, and he turned it off, and she was no longer, the block was there. So because again, I believe they're on the severed floor, and if they're on the severed floor, which they could be in any room on the severed floor, because we know they've already changed stuff around. The break room's not quite the horror that it once was. It's the new horror, but it's not the horror it once was. We know how they put them on those machines and kind of fucked with them there. So I'm still thinking that maybe they put them under, and then that's why like the Glasgow could still work. Like all these different protocols are going on at one time, but I mean I don't know. That's a lot of moving parts to be so far away from the company.
So you think, as far as the elevator goes, if there's, say, how many ever floors below the severed floor, that they're all severed also? Like, if you keep going down the elevator, you'll stay severed?
That one I don't know. I don't know what's below, or if there is below. I don't know. It's a good question.
Such a mystery. This one really threw me off.
Episode 3 ended. Well, yeah, it ended with Mark being reintegrated, but then as far as Irving, Irving was, I believe, at O&D with that lady.
Yep, he just asked her if she remembered where it was, and then that's all we saw.
Mm-hmm. And then it was like nighttime, so I'm assuming they all went home, because we see Mark on the outside when he gets reintegrated. So again, I don't know. Like, this one's very questionable, the way. Oh, and the way it seemed as if they came in too, right at the beginning. Wait, when he's coming in, he's looking up and he has to walk up, but it's like they all got there at a different time, right? Just like they do when they come into work. Like they're spread out.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's why it's like Mark was possibly there first, and then he gets Irving, and then the others kind of follow suit and just kind of pop out as if they all just made it there to work. So again, I don't know if it's quite simulation or another floor on Severed, but I think they're at Lumen on the severed floor somewhere.
Interesting.
You see, there he is. He pops up. So it's, again, there's this time interval between each one of them kind of coming in, just as if they were coming into work. But again, instead, we're dealing with this fun thing. Yeah, we got no TV, folks. Hang on. Shit, I pressed the wrong button. Wrong click. Hang on. There it is. No TV. They're standing here. Now, I mind you, they got to walk a little bit around, but really, how the TV just kind of pops up. Yeah, we got no wires. And I'm not saying Lumen can't do it, right? I'm not saying they ain't got the technology. This is just odd for it to pop up out of nowhere.
Well, so in the protocols, if I guess that's the right word to call them, with the overtime and stuff, we have a thing called lullaby. Calm sleeping is what it's supposed to be. So that could be a state that they went in to get them where they are, if it's not a mind simulation. Goldfish could be it as well. No memory beyond the last minute or so. So that could be.
Well, then they would have had to be under that the whole time.
Right.
Right? Are you talking about prior to their entry?
Well, I guess a little bit of both that and Irving's exit. I guess I'm kind of hitting both of those. The freeze, but there's also freeze frame, stuck in the eternal now. So I don't know. I mean, there are these other options though they could definitely play around with.
And obviously they can enact the protocols because he did the Glasgow. But I'm hung. This I cannot get over this. How this TV just pops up on the side, and it's almost if look, there's like no snow here almost now, and before look how thick the snow is. It seems, and yeah, there's a little bit of area right here, but it was just weird. Okay, I don't know. I this freaked me out when there's like nothing, and then there's a TV, and you can
Mhm.
see Mark stands here. He does not move.
Right.
They all, there's two of them here with him now, and then there's the TV's just there.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't know how to place it. Everything else I would have been like on board with what everybody's saying, except for the TV just totally fucking throws me off.
I know it sucks that there's like possibly 3 theories and a lot of good pros and cons for all 3.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I like this bit. It's a sin when they are breathing, like fog or whatever, the steam coming out of their mouth. Oh, maybe.
Good point.
Yeah, I didn't pay attention to that one. There you go. I mean, it's possible. I'm still on to the simulation. That's just me. Like I said, this whole episode was mind fuck. Because they fully if it was a pretty good simulation, which we know they got technology to do the severed stuff, so simulation's not that you would think wouldn't be difficult to have this much of a simulation with implants like they have. Why aren't they shivering? Well, she was a little bit there at the end, I think.
Yeah, that as far as the technology thing, that takes me into the thinking about another theory is that this place is like actually more, or the show is more of a post-apocalyptic type show, and that humans maybe have been wiped out. They're trying to figure out how to bring back the dead Egans, of course, but immortality, all that kind of stuff, those theories as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I guess it all plays back to why is Mark so special, but that kind of plays into that immortality theory is because of him and Gemma. That may be the closest file. They're testing that in a bunch of different ways, but that's the one that may give them the answer or whatever.
Mm-hmm. It says odd that Irving was on the ice all by himself and the others were on the cliff. It's a very good point. Singling out Irving a little bit. See, Fletcher says that wasn't the real world for sure. No plausible explanation for the TV and the figures of Mark, Helly, Irving, and Dylan. Yeah, their doubles were also a questionable addition. The way they popped up, of course, that looked like so much of a simulation. I was like, all right, well, we're having fun. So we're having lots of fun at Woe's Hollow. I love the name though; it's creepy. I mean, this just seems so massive. I mean, it's just if it's a real place, then if they are in this place, like real world wise, then like I said, then they've got some other crazy fucking technology going on than even we can ever imagine. Because again, how they got here is not the hard part to explain. Again, it was the TV. It was these creepy dudes here that almost don't look like they got no damn feet down here. I mean, where did his feet go? And I didn't blur that. I swear. I took the screenshot, paused it, screenshot. And he looks like him, but not like him, right?
Yeah.
They look like a bad doppelganger.
We know AI doesn't really know how to do hands and feet very well. So
yep, Fletcher's agreeing with you there on that one.
Yeah. Did you know though that all 4 of those were cast like real actors, even though they might have just stuck them in that spot? digitally, or however they want to look at it, they were actually all real actors made up to look like those characters. They were even credited in the credits of the episode.
Mm-hmm.
Because I thought they were fake, like even the show faked it, you know?
Like they were just digitally put in the
Yeah.
show. Yeah.
Yeah. Like,
I mean, it was creepy. They just seemed to, I don't know. It was just,
did you notice? And maybe I took it wrong, but I think it was when they were in the cave and they first started reading the book and found out that dude had a twin brother. And Irving looks maybe over at Mark and says he had a twin. Like Irving knew what a twin was, but Dylan said that's what those things are.
mm-hmm.
Almost like, I don't know, like he didn't know what twins were, maybe.
Maybe. I mean, again, what they know and they don't know is one of the questionable things because we don't know like how they know certain things. I mean, we don't know how far they go with this. We assume that they're like childlike, but we don't know. Like it was like their first day of being born, but what has the company told them? What have they? Because we know that our boy Dylan went to the breakfast or what was the waffle breakfast with the show.
Mm-hmm.
So if some of them have seen that, and we know that he gets into bed with the whip, and who knows what happens after, maybe that's how they know about a little hanky panky.
Yeah, could be. You got a good answer to the theory there.
And who knows what else, right? Because they go through all kinds of things when they go through like the perpetuity ward. They see things. I'm sure they ask questions. I don't know what the company allows them to know and not know. Now there you go. That's how they knew how to do the thing. Those who have had the pleasure of the waffle and show. See, and shouldn't they be working? I thought the Cold Harbor was an important project. Yeah, I know, right? So what is all this?
That's why I thought it was just in Mark's head, part of the reintegration stuff he was doing. Like it was some kind of going to be some kind of fuzzy dream or something.
And it could be. But then why would he get so much of Irving's?
Oh yeah, I don't think it is. I don't think it is now. But when I first started watching the episode the first time, I'm like, this can't be real.
Yeah. They
should be working.
But again, Milchek could have put this together, and I don't know what, like, we know that some of them are really wanting him to work on Cold Harbor. I mean, I would think Milchek would know it's very important, but again, I don't know what their end goal was with this sort of team building exercise.
Right. And that seems to point toward Helena maybe being part of setting it up.
Mm-hmm.
Even though she knows it's important, she had the hanky-panky in mind, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, that was weird. Like, because it seemed set up, but we don't know. And they were going to read chapter 2 in the morning or tomorrow. How long were they going to stay here?
Right. They were going to read it for breakfast or something. But, Helena, right, I don't know if it's before or after, I guess after they had their little get-together, she was laying there beside him and said, I was ashamed of who I was on the outside, or I didn't like who I was on the outside, I think is what she said. So to me, that was a little vulnerable moment as far as, did that kind of say that she helped set it up and she was wanting to spend more time with Mark because she was watching the video and she's maybe jealous of her Annie, and she wanted to have this excursion like this, and stuff? Was that like a tell kind of? She was definitely being for real in that one little moment, though. I think maybe that she really doesn't like who she is on the outside, but I don't know.
You know, like maybe she felt bad after she did what she did with Mark. Like maybe I crossed a few lines here, or she just said it to. Who knows? Like 'cause now she's all in like 20. Her family done screwed her over anyway. She's in like 20 different protocols at this point. She's severed, Glasgow. For all we know, she done been what was it? Goldfished and
No, go fished.
like I don't know, man. Let's see. Let's just Helena Egan equals Malice. Yeah, we got Malice. We got what Frolic. Whoa. Oh, one more. Shit, I got to go back and look at season 1. What was the 4? So we got
Dread.
Malice. Oh, Dread. Okay. So it's Dread, Woe, Malice, and Frolic, and of course they frolicked all through. They was frolicking. Dylan is frolic. I don't. Well, see, I would agree with you that Dylan's frolic, but I don't know. They was frolicking. Them two. Mark was frolicking a little bit, maybe. I don't know. They was all having a good time in the woods, and he kind of did. He kind of went way out there. Poor Irving.
I like how so calmly he told Elena, "I slept outside. I almost froze to death."
Mm-hmm. Oh, and I love this part too. Just as he was enticed by the light, it seemed, just like a moth to a flame, as we see the moth sort of hovering around the light. And I thought it was curious that they still made sure to have a detail of moths sort of fluttering around the computer screen. Like, what did that matter particular in the scene? It's cold outside. I know it's his dream. Again, it's also in his dream. So why the moths fluttering around the computer screen until he gets there? What y'all guys got? What you got on the moths? Anything? What we got?
I have nothing.
God damn it.
Yeah, I know.
That's right, Vic. Irv was frolicking with Bert. They were frolic indeed. Just wait till baby Scout arrives. Yeah, it's gonna be messed up when Jim comes back. Like on Fletcher's implying here on season 4 to find out Mark has a kid with Helena. Well, Irv tried to tell him like you goo and eyeing this girl while your Audie's wife is possibly dead somewhere. Who knows? It is interesting. Again, so much this dream alone, him waking up to a twisted woods where their cubicles are, he sees the moths, Bert, whoa, computer's doing weird trippy shit, like these numbers start tripping out. Like it was so weird because it was like woe itself was trying to speak to him, like the spirit of woe was speaking to him, because this was so much like a fucking paranormal kind of dream. Even the way, like if you watch it, these numbers down here, they start tripping out too. Like the percent and everything. It's not just these. Like all of this down here starts freaking out. It changes. It goes up to 15% in this box, 11%, 3%. Like all the numbers, it goes up to 6% as he's sitting here. Like nobody's touching. Well, the other chick is, but on his computer, nobody's touching anything. And yet the numbers, like they continue to just go like wild, even down here. It was like an EMF reader going off or something like that. So I don't know. It was and then it was also, I don't know what program, because we all know what Cold Harbor kind of has to do with. I don't fucking know if I can read that. Montauk? I don't know what that is. Is that like Monday Talk? I don't know.
So,
There's a place in New York called Montauk. It's out in Long Island.
yeah. So one thing that I saw in that was, the location that she just mentioned, it kind of, I guess you could say, bills itself as like a last resort or something because of where it is, maybe.
Impossible. I like I said, I'm not sure on these things. They are definitely
So like,
curious.
like the girl, like Woe is
Yes,
dead.
yes, Fletcher.
Woe is dead, and
Montauk, yeah.
Bert was dead because if that's his innie, he's dead, and then Irving is going to end up to be dead. Montauk. Sorry, I'm just talking theory out loud, trying to. Because it's little things like Irving said when he come down the mountain or whatever from waking up. He asked Kelly, "What are you doing down here?" And that could have a double meaning as far as down here on the severed floor. So that could be another clue that says they are really on the severed floor or in the Lumen building. But how would he know that? But I'm wondering if that was like a play.
I'm not sure. Still a very weird episode. That I do know. And what's up, BK? Hope you're having a good night, hun. I ain't no lizard. I'm kidding. But there may be lizard people on the moon. Just saying. James like, nah, you crazy. Let's see. BK says, well, look, that's not the name there. We know him as BK. He's got 20 million alts. So just so you guys know. Good old Shelby here. I'm pretty sure you're BK. See, I don't get how they can off Herb's Audi on the slot. They can't kill him, right? Just fire him. Well, yeah, they're not killing him, but it's going to be as if his innie never existed. They're going to wipe his file and everything like that. So it's as if Irving B never existed. Now his outside self, possibly get fired. I don't think he's even going to get fired. I think they're going to wipe him again, pull some protocol, and he's still going to be part of the company, and or he's just still going to go after the company either way. He seemed to already have a lot of information on him. I don't know. Bert has something to do with what's going on because now he's seen him in his dream in this state, and then we saw him with his Audi while he was at the payphone, like driving up on him and shit. So what's going on with all that? We're not sure yet, but it is interesting. Very, very interesting. Let's see. Bring back up these screenshots. And so, yeah, I don't know. Gets lots of weird stuff with the numbers. Again, MDR seems to be very important. I like how y'all are tying the tempers to MDR. And we'll just have to wait and see where they go with it. I mean,
interesting that they use Montauk because there's a lot of mystery behind the location here in New York called Montauk. Like there's something called the Montauk Monster. There was a mysterious body that washed up onto shore out in Montauk, and nobody could figure out what it was or where it came from. And there's a whole big thing that they did experiments on people out there. But if you want to read something interesting that I think might go with Severance, I was just telling Fletcher, look up the Montauk Project. They allegedly did all these experiments on all these kids out in this mysterious area with what do you know? A lighthouse. So it was very, very weird.
Of course there was a lighthouse. Always a lighthouse.
But there's a lot of weird things associated with Montauk.
Always a lighthouse. I'm telling you. Surprised, but if we would have saw a lighthouse in this episode, I would have been like, all right, damn it.
So it's weird that they actually use Montauk.
Yes, I know. Yellow Jackets is coming on the 14th. Yes, I know. We're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about it. I'm ready. I got to rewatch the last couple episodes, but I'm pretty much ready. I'm good to go. Don't know what the hell's happened to Yellow Jackets either, but I can't wait to find out. So let's see. Anything else? I'm trying to remember any good notes about this episode. And you guys in the chat, let us know anything else you guys might have noticed or any questions you guys got. Again, I don't know. What's going on with the marshmallows, man? It pissed me off. Oh, and she had a creepy ass fucking music thing back here too. Like she was just playing this thing as he's telling this campfire was the creepiest damn campfire story.
Yeah, I like how she got, playing the theremin thing, like got it lower, like as he was telling the story, she was kind of going with it, like she'd get darker with
I
his
know,
voice.
so creepy. Oh my god, it was so creepy. The whole way through, I was like, "Yep, there she is. She's playing." Again, she's like, I don't know why the belt buckle stood out to me so much, but it's gonna bother me till they like give me an answer on that. I'm trying to see. I was trying to see who else had one. I get hung up on the dumbest of things. I can't help it though. No, they got no marshmallows. We did get to learn about Woe. Irving is fired. Helena's back to her old self. She's back to her Heliar. We got a weird, seal possibly. Oh, you know what that's all about. Got a lot of weird things going on.
Yep, pretty much. But like that's what makes me think of the Montauk monster is that seal. Because it was something that like just disgusting that like washed up onto shore and nobody knew what it was.
And it is weird looking. Like it kind of looks like an animal that we would know, but then it's like all. I mean, but it could have been laying here for a while, but it's frozen, so it shouldn't be decomposing, right?
Yeah.
It shouldn't. Like,
So
what
I
is
don't
this
know.
black goo?
Yeah, I don't know, but
I don't know.
that's his head and the eyes missing. And if you look at the fuller picture, you can see the ribs and stuff. So it's either decomposed a little bit and washed up, or something like attacked it and had been eaten on it or something.
Or is it Dieter because it said that his eye popped out of?
Oh snap!
And look, it looks like hair back here, sorta. I
Yeah,
don't know. I'm just saying. Because I don't, like I said,
Never
this is
know.
part of the river. The river, whoa. So it's probably, I don't know.
You never know.
could be.
Pretty much. But whatever that thing is, it's pretty fucking disgusting.
Right? Let's see. BK says, I can't scrutinize the show while it's running live. Gotta let this one play out. There will be good reveals by season's end. Then can theorize. Not enough info from episode to episode, just crumbs at the moment. But they were definitely giving us some crumbs. No,
Yeah.
I'm seriously, I don't know, man. This thing was creepy. And it could be a dual meaning. It could have to do with Irving and him being like, part of the Navy SEALs or something like that. Or this is good old Dieter
Oh man.
after he spread his seed.
What is with shows and wanting to spread their seed?
I don't know.
Can it's
I don't
just
know.
unavoidable.
It was gross. I don't know. Yep. There, the ribs kind of like something ate on it. And it could have been, but it's so weird because it's frozen over. So if something ate on it, started decomposing maybe, but maybe an animal came by and then that would be like BK's suggesting maybe polar bears. But then I thought they were safe. Right? Like, this is, that all right, so Kelly saw it, so she's aware of its being here. She was with them. So, like, again, it's just weird. It's really weird. And it doesn't quite, like it does, and it doesn't, to me, look like a seal. I really just don't know.
I didn't know until you guys started talking, like, to me, I don't know what the fuck that is, but definitely don't look like no seal.
Yeah, I wouldn't have said maybe for sure seal, but it seems like they said it maybe in the interview.
Looks like a potato.
It does.
I
It's grossy gross.
don't know. It is. It's freaking gross. I have to watch this episode again though, because just from being sick, I really would like. I was in and out watching this episode, so I have to really sit down and watch it again through its entirety.
It's definitely one to rewatch. It's this whole show though. It's got so many little things that we're probably not even noticing.
Yeah, probably, but I have to definitely give it a rewatch.
Oh yeah, and it's just creepy looking either way. I'm sitting here
It
trying
is.
to figure out if this damn thing, like, what else? Investigate. Is it a seal? Is it Dieter? Is it some other mystery creature? We
I
don't
don't
know.
know.
We don't know. It is
I have no
creepy
idea.
nonetheless.
Yes, very much. But it looks like it's so black it looks burnt. Like it looks like charred almost.
Right, this goo, like this black whatever that is on it. It's just odd.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, and that's not really a place where a seal would be, right? Freshwater.
Yeah. They're known for, like, I believe they're saltwater.
Yeah. So I don't
So
know.
I'm
Super
stumped on
beaver.
this one.
Super beaver.
But if it's a simulation and they put that there for a reason, wonder what their reasoning or Milchek's reasoning for doing it, just to show them death.
True.
That's true. I thought they weren't supposed to worry about things like death, right? Because in the company, they don't die; they just go away, and there's no death to worry about, right? And they say something like that in season 1.
Yeah, but they never even mentioned it to Milchek, did they?
No, I don't think they ever mentioned it or brought it up. So yeah, that's a good point. What's up, hun? Welcome. Let's see, we got
Hey, Fiona.
from New Zealand. Welcome,
Yeah.
welcome.
I'm jealous of Fiona.
Uh-oh, what you jealous about?
That she's in New Zealand and I'm not.
Ooh.
But she said she watched the whole 4-hour thing. We talked about sex robots and stuff.
We did not. You talked about
James,
things
I
like
don't know
that.
what
That
you're
was
talking about.
James. I don't know what he's talking. He's gonna get pineapple.
I'm not privy to that conversation.
Sorry.
I have no idea what you're talking about. I know that Fiona enjoyed our in-depth conversation on Severance and enjoyed the after talk as well.
Yes. You're going to have to elaborate a little more on that, James. I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm kind of feeling under the weather. I don't know if I can elaborate.
Oh yeah, all of a sudden, huh? You see, look,
See,
you're making my
making me
girl
joke.
cough. God damn it.
Damn it.
The typical Scott.
I swear,
I didn't do shit. I did nothing.
better.
You weren't even
So I
here,
don't-
BK. You don't even know. Okay, I did nothing, and we blame.
I know, right?
Look, we can't blame Brian for
Right?
anything. He's too nice. I do not. That is a lie. I ain't even gonna highlight that. I do. You know what? No more, BK. You cut off now. You got to do super chats.
That's it. You're banned. Punished. That's it.
Look at Vic's looking like Vic done popped back up in the chat. Look, y'all making my girl call.
I know, stop it. I can't. I just can't. If I laugh, I cough. I can't help it. Where's my codeine? I need another shot of codeine. I'm too sober for this.
Fiona says, everything means something in this show. We just don't know the significance of the dead seal yet. Absolutely. And I hope they kind of reveal maybe a little bit of it. Like I said, I don't know why. I got Dieter vibes from it. But I could be way the fuck off. I just know he morphed into some shit. I know it's supposed to be the woods, but again, that story I think is very loosely told. Man, if this shit is like the twin, That's fucked up.
Is it? I'm not trying to be bad here, but
Disclaimer. Disclaimer.
do we do we think masturbation may play a bigger part to the whole story?
Please explain in further detail. Would you like to elaborate?
That's it. I got to mute again.
Well, just because, for little things like frolic is tattooed on that guy's hand,
Mm-hmm.
and hand is what you use.
Mm-hmm. And that's what I was saying. It's like the old wives' tale when, they used to tell boys not to.
Yeah.
And then, or your hand. They did it in Supernatural, where like it happened in Supernatural too. One of the kids had I forget what powers he had, but he was able to, if he believed in it, he kind of created it. And so like the kid's dad was telling him all these old wives' tales and telling him things like the little hand buzzer would actually like shock you, and he believed it. And so when people were using it in the town, they were actually getting electrocuted. And the same thing with guys who were frolicking about.
Interesting.
They their hand had an interesting. No, you didn't unhinge. You did not tune in just the right time. Look, it is part of the show. Okay, I did not. I did nothing. Like, it's in the book. We got this book, and it talks about. Let's see. I can't even read it because they wrote it so beautifully. But then when you actually know what he's talking about here, it's like that is just deplorable. He always crept like this at this hour. Once concealed by Floral, my brother unfastened himself.
Keep reading, Scarlett.
I think I've gotten a cold too.
Read that next paragraph.
We'd love to hear a little more.
Oh, I don't have the rest of it. All we got is his every something or another. I can't read past this. I don't know. It's just there. That's all I can see. Something about his fervor. That's all we know. That's all we know. But if you watched it, you know what happened.
There's something down there that says thrust. What was he doing, Scarlett?
I don't know.
What was he doing?
But go ahead, Dana. Feel free.
No, I'm going to mute myself now.
I'm going to mute myself. I'm not going to read it. I'm not going to read it slowly. All right, you got to start super chatting. You super chat it, I'll read it. I'm looking for like a good $50 bill on that one. No, I'm just kidding. Let's see. Fiona says,
"Where's my codeine? I need my codeine."
I just came over from James's channel. Thanks to James. I'm now hooked on this show. Oh, also, we're glad to have you over here as well.
Yes, it's a great show.
Oh, Vic. Okay, you have a sexy voice. Come on. I will send you the link, and we will let you come on, and you can read it in the sexiest voice you would like to.
Right, with her little accent. Come on, Vic.
Or BK. I mean, if you would love to honor everyone with your reading abilities and storytelling abilities.
Right.
Super Beaver. I don't even want to know what the hell that means.
I don't either.
Yeah, Vic says pass. No, anybody who would like to come on, feel free. I'll send you the link.
I can't. I'm too sick for this conversation. It's like, I don't know. Is my fever making me hallucinate? I don't know what's going on.
So, I wonder if Irving slept outside, right? I'm wondering if that has anything to do with his dream. Did his dream just come? Because the innies we've been talking about some stuff they seem to know, which is weird, and then some stuff they don't know, and they're supposed to be like kids and all that, and they've never slept before. Irving has dozed off, but they've never slept before. So that's his first sleep, possibly his first dream. The other people, did they dream? Did Dylan dream?
I don't know if it showed them.
So it's like, is there, I wonder, because he wasn't in the tent, I wonder if that has anything to do with him dreaming.
Yeah, and Fletcher also wondering if the other Ennies had dreams also. And see, BK saying that I said, "No, I'm drunk. No fun." Oh no! See, I was drunk earlier. No. You are more than fun when you've had a few drinks in you. No. That is not an excuse. Yep, I started the show drunk. And I don't want to hear that shit. I did a little day drinking myself.
Them 99 bananas.
Should we talk about that no more, Dana? I don't know what I'm talking about. Well, I didn't have I just had a few shots.
Yeah, but it's 99 proof. You only need a couple of shots. You sip on that shit and you'll be on your ass.
Yeah, well, I was feeling pretty good earlier today. I played video games, and I feel like I conquered. Hell, I basically played Guitar Hero and kicked ass.
Ooh, awesome.
Hand-eye coordination, yo. When I'm drunk, it's pretty fucking awesome.
And didn't you Fortnite it up and kick the boys' asses?
Yeah, I mean, we were on a team, so I couldn't really say I kicked my teammates' asses, but I felt like I did really good against other teams. Like, we did all right. We made it to the end circles. Wait, what? How are you so passing bottles 10 states between what? All right, I'm not drunk anymore. What am I missing something here? How are you so passing bottles 10 states between? Yeah, I don't know. The fucking about. Don't laugh if you get it. If you fucking explain to me, don't laugh.
I slept most of the day because I've been sick. So
yeah, I don't know what the fuck you're trying to tell me right now, BK. Don't fuck with me. I'm not drunk anymore. Although I do have one shot left.
Oh goodness.
It is the actual banana one. But no, I don't need to do that. Wait, what? You're not as think as they drunk you are? Yep, pretty much. Yep.
Oh my gosh.
See, Fiona says, good question. The Ennies would have to sleep to have dreams, though, wouldn't they? Unless the outie dreams could somehow bleed through to the Ennies, which Irving kind of shows that a little bit. Like when he was going through his dreams that he was sleeping at the office, he kind of saw the door, which kind of was something his outie kept drawing and painting. So it is curious to see if they had dreams that night as well. Of course, they didn't show that. We got to see Irving's, but maybe they'll talk about that later. You know, Irving had. We'll see. They won't get to talk to Irving, so they won't have Irving's dream. But maybe they'll talk about their dreams. Oh no, we did not get drunk together. No, Dana's sick, so she's on cold medication.
Yes.
I just happened. My husband happened to buy some 99 bananas, or shots of different flavors, and they were sitting there today.
I am unfortunately too sober.
And they were sitting there, and I said, "Why the hell not?" I was like, I don't hardly ever drink Tuesday. This is like my once a year drink. I didn't even do New Year's. I was sober on New Year's.
I was not.
Oh no, you ladies was toast.
I was not sober on New Year's at all.
Well,
See what else we got. Vic says, I rewatched the dunking for pineapple scene. It's Helena's head in the water, and Irving and Mark just like in the last episode. Ooh. Yeah, she did. She was bobbing for that pineapple. And she went, and I don't know if she went bobbing for anything in this episode, but she went in there whether she wanted to or not. I was drunk earlier. I was actually on Rosie's and I was drunk. So you missed it. I'm not drunk anymore. I do have one shot though if I really wanted to get like a buzz again, but I don't know if I want to do that. Like I barely made it to the stream, yo. I had to I took a nap prior. It's like, oh shit. I told Dad I may have fucked up, but then we got it together. It was all right. We made and we started on time. That's what's up.
I know. I'm trying. I'm trying to hang in there. I'm trying.
Yeah, see, Dana was sick this weekend, so we had an excuse. We called off the stream. But tonight, I was going to feel bad if we had to because I was drinking earlier. I was like, shit, no, that's not professional, Dana. We're going to get it together. Or rather, I'm going to get it together. And we did it. Ha, we're professional, Dana. But I don't know if the conversation we're having right now.
Speak for yourself, right?
Speak
for yourself right now.
What? You're highly professional. You showed up on time? Oh, that... Do you know how many people don't even show up to work?
I did, didn't I?
Hell, you did more than most. Look, see, we need to do this now. This is what we need to have our own team building experience. I don't know if
Trustful.
I don't. But whose woods are we going to? I don't want to go to the woods in New York. We got mosquitoes.
I don't want to go to the woods of New York.
I have some woods.
You said that, but it kind of sounded creepy. I don't know why.
I don't know how to say it, not sound creepy.
Not say it without sounding creepy. Okay. Just tell
Are any woods not creepy though? I don't think there's woods anywhere that aren't creepy.
That's true. I mean, we got all kind of critters down here. I mean, there's bears not too far from where I live at, and then there's, I think we got gators too. I'm pretty sure there's some gators down there.
Oh man.
That's why. See, we don't have gators up here. We have bears. We have coyotes. We have all them other stuff. We've got possums and all crazy fucking critters.
What the hell are you talking about, BK? I don't even want to know. Bastard.
Banjos.
Well, we gonna get in a discussion about the difference between rednecks and hillbillies.
Hey,
please don't.
I'm in Tennessee. That's where the woods are. Tennessee.
Now we got I got some beaches down here. We got a little bit of woods. There's some, we got some swamps. We got a little bit of everything. Got caves up, upstate. We got gators and bears too. Oh, that's pretty sweet. We got a little bit of everything. Oh, the crows were active today. I'll try to get a video of it. I wish I had, because it sounded like some shit from fucking Prom. And I was like, oh my God. I was waiting to see the tree fall. But I didn't. Yeah, as well. Well, where are you from? Not that you have to tell us, MJ, but yeah, we got a little bit of all that down here too. It's nice. We get a little bit of everything in Alabama. It's a nice little state. But, and we even got snow this year. How about that?
I know.
Oh, Florida, nice. So you right next door then. Yeah, y'all got all that stuff too. We got the big mosquitoes. And oh my God, we got just about every critter down here. I know I keep calling them critters. I'm sorry. We got all kind of animals. We got possums and raccoons. I wouldn't be surprised if they wasn't some kind of like coyotes or some shit in the woods a little bit. They got everything up there in the woods. Like,
yeah, coyotes are rampant around here. And deer. We have a lot of deer.
Oh yeah. One tried to hit me on my way, drop my kid off to school a couple years back when she was real young. And coming around the bend, and I'm just driving around this little curve, and all of a sudden it's like a deer's crossing the road, like jumping across the road. I'm like, I ain't got time to stop. Look, I didn't see the deer after that, and it did not hit my car. So I don't know what happened, but I guess he cleared it and he just kept on moving. Yeah. And I said my car was okay, so I didn't stop.
Divine intervention.
It's something. Fiona says, I don't think that any doppelgangers are really there. I think they are projections. And yes, I would definitely be on board with that. They were creepy and they did not seem like they were even really there, particularly Dylan's. Because look, I swear, he ain't got no damn feet. And me and Dana know AI and stuff. We play with it all the time because sometimes you have to use AI. It is what it is. And that ain't got no damn feet. That looked like a picture we was trying to do for like D&D or something. That we were like, oh, it's so good, and then we realized later, oh, it ain't got no damn feet.
What's wrong with its feet?
You're like, well, shit, we can't use that one. Back to the drawing board. But he got no feet. He gets tigers, mountain lions, bobcats, polar bears. Yep, everything apparently. So yeah, we all got the wildlife.
Yeah, the further upstate you go, that's where the mountain lions and all that stuff are. You have to really go up into the mountains, so out here in New York, to get all that kind of stuff. I'm too close to the city.
Well, you by the harbor.
True.
You get to go to the water, sort of.
Yeah, no, it's not water you swim in.
No, it's it. But you go to it. You don't go in it.
Yeah.
And you get in a boat. You
could, yes,
swimming,
but I wouldn't swim in it. No.
Yeah.
No.
There may be some folks swimming down there though, but they just may not still be alive. We don't talk about that.
Oh, snap.
Yep, no. I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know either. I know Unhinged said I've only hit one deer. Shockingly, it didn't do any damage. So you're in Ohio. All right, nice. Yeah, I had some family up there in Ohio. I went to Ohio once.
I have family in Ohio too.
I had to go for like a wedding and we was dropping my cousin off up there. It was nice.
Yeah, they're out in Cincinnati.
Nice.
So
it's Vic because it's a simulation. I'm sorry, go ahead, James.
Sorry. Could the story, I know I'm going back to the story.
Mm-hmm. Yes, please read for the audience.
But so like we're talking about, it could not be true, or there could not really be a brother or something like that, or maybe there is. But the whole thing that it is talking about him doing, as far as the Egan family is everything seemingly to them. So him doing that could be almost looked at as a sin by the family, because you need to be putting that somewhere else so that we have an heir, right? So that's maybe part of the meaning of the story, but it also goes to that, I don't think Helena had like maybe motives for the 10th thing to happen, but maybe she did. And if it happened to be where she wanted to get pregnant to be able to have an heir, that plays into the story a little bit, or could.
Yeah, because they frolicked appropriately,
right?
As opposed to Kier's bosom friend Dieter. What? I didn't in this. Look, you can see the words. I didn't fucking come up with that shit. They did that shit.
We're gonna have a Severance spinoff.
Oh my gosh,
Dieter.
Oh, that would be something if he is like he's real, because they don't show him in the perpetuity hall, right? Or did we just like totally not pay fucking attention? It's been here the whole time.
No, I think he said at the start of the book that nobody knew about his brother or something.
I thought so too, but I just, making sure, because I was like, shit, did we not? We totally forget Dieter existed in the first place. Wait, Dieter spelled C. Wait, what?
Spilled, supposed to be maybe.
Oh, okay, yeah, maybe. Yeah, he definitely did. Yeah, Dieter, he did that all over the woods, and apparently the woods did not appreciate that, and so like the Lady of the Lake, woe come out, and yeah, he did not turn out too well. Possibly turned into this dead seal thing. I don't know.
He is no one's brother. He is
He's-
chaos's whore.
Yeah, he was. Well, they said they frolicked appropriately. They didn't get no marshmallows, but her and Mark did their thing. Again, the only way I know they know is because of the waffle breakfast and dinner and show. God, this show is weird too. Damn it, Dana. Why do we do this to ourselves?
I don't know.
What? No, I don't know. I don't know. I have no idea. BK, you can go look it up for us. I mean, I assume that that's what he meant because he was talking about, they were twins. Of course, they were probably on the mom, but it was just the way things were written. It just.
But they keep saying twins. What if this we're just talking about someone who was severed?
Mm-hmm.
Like, and it's not
then
physical.
Was he always
it's not
severed then?
Like, you know what I mean? Maybe they're using the word twins as in an innie and an outie.
Maybe. So he killed off one of his selves to, or like one of his selves.
Look at what they could do with the protocols. One of them is killed.
So are you saying like Kier, like, is it supposed to be Kier's story or just they're using Kier, but it's not like Kier as a child?
I'm thinking maybe not like a child. Like it's all more of like, I don't know, but I was just thinking about that. Like, what if the whole word for twin is really just because they were severed. So they're calling it twin, for an innie and an outie.
It could be. It says that your what do you call it? Your twin is always with you or something like that. And Milchek told him. They walked the path of Kier and to Woe's Hollow. Or they followed the path or something like that. But really, they didn't really follow the path. Their twins led them there as they walked through. But yeah, tomatoes. Who's really keeping track here? I mean, this dude ain't got no damn feet. I still can't get over that shit.
As much as my brain's got for you tonight.
He's literally got no feet. Like, you can see, that's the fucking grass. It's no feet. And I swear I did not blur that. It is just simulation.
Could be.
Because again, man, they got copious amounts of fucking luxury meats. If there were bears out here, that bears would have been on that shit. Or any other predator. Yeah, there's a fire there, but the bears still would have come up. I don't think bears care about the fire that much.
Miss Wong was wearing a bear bell.
She was doing what?
She was wearing a bear bell to keep the bears away.
Is that what that belt thingy was?
No, I don't know.
I don't know either. I still am curious about that too. Like, what in the hell? Why? I mean, I get it's an outfit, but the outfit was just like, that belt buckle was just a little too prominent. I couldn't get over her damn belt buckle.
Yeah,
and it was on Mark too.
I thought it was just her until I saw it on Mark, and I'm like, wait a minute, that's weird.
Mm-hmm. It's just too flashy, right? And it looked like either horses or rams. I'm thinking it might have been like the goat or the ram symbol, but I'm not fully sure.
Yeah, it must be a Kier thing, since they're all wearing it. Like, here's your outfits for the outside. They're Russian with goat belt buckles.
Right? It was just weird. Because I don't think they showed it on anybody else, though. Like, we know it's probably there, but as far as like, it was visibly on her for sure, and then Mark when he was running at the end.
Right. And Vic said I didn't see a barbecue. Like, different parts of the country calls that different, like, uses that word differently. So if you mean a grill, she had a spigot, didn't she? Or what do you call that? Or rotisserie kind of
Yeah.
thing with the meat on it.
Mm-hmm. Let me go
Um,
back.
so I don't know if you mean barbecue, meaning grill.
Yeah, see, they had right here, she had the meat going, and then they had the fire over here going. So this fire over here is where they did the marshmallows, or we're going to do the marshmallows. That's where they were, kind of sitting around it, I believe. And then this is where the meat was cooking.
Yeah.
And then they each had a little torch.
Yeah, because I'm from Tennessee and we call it grilling. Like if we had some meat and we're going to go out back and fire up the grill, we call it grilling. But I lived in Texas out in Houston for several years and they call it barbecuing.
Mm-hmm.
And in Tennessee, we call barbecue the actual shredded meat barbecue. And they do too, but they also call it brisket a little more so than barbecue. So it's
Well, there's
just,
smoking, there's barbecue, and then there's grilling, right?
yeah,
And I mean, we will use them interchangeably, I
yeah,
think.
yeah,
But if you want to be all technical about it, you got a smoker, and then if you're going to barbecue, that it usually requires a little sauce somewhere, and then grilling's just basically you just putting it on the grill.
I know it's weird how people use different terms.
We use
You
all
can
of
make
those
me want
terms up
like some
here.
barbecue or some good smoked like brisket or something right now.
Oh, I fucking love brisket.
No, I'm getting hungry thinking about it.
God damn it! All right, James, you got to cook for us now. That you did it. You started it.
I could do some cooking. I could grill up some stuff, boy.
Oh, shut your face. That's it. I'm getting off.
I got the woods. I got the woods and the barbecue.
Oh,
I know. I didn't even eat dinner yet. What? Not really. I ate a little bit earlier, but
I mean, if you wanna make a 2-day event out of it, we could probably even slaughter the beast live.
But hell, I just say make it a fucking 4-day weekend. We just had Super Bowl. I don't know who won. We'll make a celebration out of it, right? Who gives a shit?
I can't slaughter nothing. If you kill it, I could butcher it though. I know how to butcher some meat.
All right, bring on the brisket. That's right, Vic. I'm all about the brisket. Yo, what's up? Yeah, that's right.
I love brisket.
Oh, you wanted to see the meat pot? Oh shit! I'm sorry. I didn't get a good one of the meat, but it was right here. I'm sorry.
They didn't. They had showed it a little bit of her turning it as they walked past, but we didn't really get a good shot. And that was the only meat we saw. He said they had the finest meats.
Yeah, copious amounts. Like they
got some Kobe beef on that bitch.
Yeah, we probably call everything down here in the South barbecue, even though it's not. There is a difference, but it's like, oh, it's barbecue.
Hello, Texas.
Yeah, that's what everything. It's like, oh, we're gonna have a barbecue. That means lighten the grill, lighten some kind of, thing outside that we're gonna cook some kind of meat on. We're barbecuing.
That's hell. He took the meat. That is true. That is true. That she did. Did you have anything smart to say to that, James?
No.
No, okay.
Sorry. I'm sorry. I just took my cough medicine, so I'm gonna be a little loopy for the next half an hour. So don't mind me.
Oh, that's fine. That's no worries. Like they're having a good time. You're having a good time. We're all having a good time.
I just took a couple swigs of cough medicine.
I just took a couple swigs.
That's where I'm at this point. Like not even measuring it, just swigging out the bottle. Fuck
from Indiana, nice. And y'all do some barbecue. Yeah, I would assume everybody should do some barbecue at this point. I mean, if you don't, then you're just not living.
No. But now I'm really fucking hungry.
I know. I'm not fair. I had no good barbecue right now. No smoke, nothing. Damn it.
No, it's too cold. Too cold for us to stuff snow on the ground from the other day.
Yep, Mexican food barbecue is fine. Yeah, that don't sound too. I could do some tacos too.
Oh, I love toss. Stop it! I'm getting off.
Look, I didn't
Talking
do
about
it.
food.
That's
We
not
keep
my
talking
fault.
about food. That's it.
I swear, I did nothing.
Well, Irving wanted to eat the dead seal. How does that
Oh no! Ew! Oh.
dead seal barbecue?
Well, he wasn't even gonna barbecue it, was he? They didn't even know how to make a fire. He was gonna.
Well, you people literally know. Like I've been looking in all my fucking stuff for crickets, right? Ever since we've had that fucking conversation, I've been looking in the fucking ingredients and everything on my shelf to make sure that nothing had fucking cricket crap in it. Damn it. I even told my mother that. I was like, did you know they put crickets in our flour? She was like, what? I was like, yeah, we have to read the labels now to make sure there ain't no crickets in them.
It's been tested and approved.
Fuck that shit.
It's like aged meat, right? It's got that nice, nasty, disgusting aged look to it.
That's pretty gross. If you study your Roman history, though, the Romans used to like meat a little to the spoiled side.
So yeah, I literally went through all my anything that was like flour. I was like, okay, this doesn't have crickets in it. This doesn't have crickets in it. I was like, okay, we're all good. The house is safe. Nothing's got cricket whatever in it.
No crickets, you're good.
No.
Now, I don't know if it's got any dead seals in it.
Yeah, I got okay. That's it. I can't. That's it.
But it's Lumen's finest. Only the best. From Lumen. Oh, no, dang it, Dana, she had to me. Oh, dang it, my bad. All right, let's see what else we got tonight. I think, and guess I know some of you guys were coming in late, so what do you? We went over.
I'm sorry.
The weirdness of Irving's dream. He got to see Woe. I mean, of course, I still think this was like some kind of warning dream. It's all like ghost-like. Like he got visited by one of the ghosts. Or how many ghosts what's his name visited by? Was it 3 or 4?
3, I think.
Oh, damn
3.
it! If it would have been 4, I would have been like, ah. No, I'm just kidding. But he got visited by one of the little tempers here.
Yeah, I think it was 3 ghosts. Ghosts of past, present, and future, I believe.
Yep, that's right. But yeah, we get some weird numbers. Again, I couldn't find it saying her name, but it seemed like they were going with the letters, sort of making Irvin think that she's an Egan. Again, I studied the hell out of these letter number things. Let's see. God damn it. I swear this is like a word puzzle thing, man. And you like, all right, I see 2 letters. Damn it. Got to go a different way. All right, maybe these 2 letters. Damn it, it's missing the next letter. I literally sat here and looked at this thing for like an hour today trying to find Egan.
Yeah. So you have Miguel looking too. He couldn't find it.
Yeah, I definitely think that they were aiming for that, though, of that being what kind of tells Irving only an Egan could go down on the severed floor.
Possibly.
Yep.
Possibly. How many episodes? We're getting 10 episodes of Severance?
I think it is.
Okay.
I get my series mixed up. I think, did we have 8 last season and 10 this one? We're getting more. One of the series is doing that.
I'm not too sure because I don't think we got 10 of Silo. Oh no, I can't keep them all together.
Yeah, I can't remember how many we were supposed to get. I wanted to say, I thought it was 10. I know Mayfair we were only getting like 7 or something like that.
Oh, Mayfair.
Yeah, I know Mayfair is fun.
Yeah, season 1 had 9, and season 2 has 10.
Okay.
Awesome.
Hopefully, we get season 3 in a shorter time span.
I think we will. I don't think we'll have to wait the initial amount of time that they forced us to wait for this season.
Yeah, let's see what else we got. 1 second. Okay, guys. So, what was your favorite part of the episode? If you had to pick one.
My favorite part was definitely when he was drowning. What's her name? Like, we got a fucking mole.
Yeah.
And he was like, I'm gonna kill her. I'll kill her.
Yeah, I
And
like
he was putting the beat down on her ass. That was my favorite part. I was like, yeah, you figured it out, didn't you?
Yeah,
Right.
The ending's probably my favorite as well.
Yeah, the ending was. I love. Yeah, the whole stare down and just the battle between Irving and Milchek. That was pretty good. He figured it out.
Yep.
And that was pretty nice. Yeah, I don't know. My least favorite part was marshmallows. I know, guys. Look, I'm a fat girl at heart, man. They can't just destroy good food like that. Well, actually, now I wonder what was in that food.
Right? Were they special marshmallows?
Those are some big marshmallows. I thought they were, when she had them on the tray, that they were boxes that had the marshmallows in them or something. And they were actually the marshmallows.
And thanks for hanging with us, Unhinged. Glad you could join us. Yeah, Irving. Yeah, it seems like everybody likes the part where Irving kind of gets to go drown her a little bit. Let's see. Vic liked it when Gemma made a cameo, like a reminder. Kind of reminded everybody of, hey, because I actually, when they showed that, I totally forgot about the reintegration there for a minute. Because the way they picked up the episode, I was like, wait, where in the hell did we end up last episode that we're here? And then they did that little thing. And it was just like, yeah, remember. It was pretty good.
Yeah, I wonder if there's again, how much Helena knew going into it, because Milchek supposedly set it up. It seems like Helena might have had a hand in that as well. A lot of little things that happened was Milchek and Helena driving the narrative the whole time. And for an example, maybe the marshmallows wasn't going to be eaten, and she did that outburst on purpose. Like they knew they were going to do that, almost, kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like it was staged.
Oh yeah, there's something. This whole episode is a little question mark, especially when they're throwing around people and TVs and weird bedtime stories and dead seals. Oh my. It's a weird rabbit hole they took us down in this episode.
Yeah. Yeah, Irving has definitely become more of an interesting character than he already was. Especially, was it this episode? I can't remember. It may have been last episode when he said, what you said to me was very cruel, and Helly was never cruel.
Yeah, he said that to her
Yes.
when they were at the campsite. I think it was right after, maybe. Because she said that to him when they were at the fire. So, I want to say it was before before the hanky panky. It was somewhere where when she gave him the seal, right?
Yeah, when they were in the tent, I guess that's when it was.
Yeah, it was like right up in. And that's when she was kind of like, "Oh, what you talking about? I'm out of here." I think
Yeah.
I think it was this moment.
Yeah. That was pretty smooth.
She's pretty good at her little crafting skills here too. It wasn't too bad. And she was a good little actress. Look, she tried. Irving knew better. PK says, I love that the band got back together in those final moments against Milkshake when they got caught out. Or when they got, because they were resetting a bit and being neutralized as a threat. It was very interesting to see them sort of against, God damn it, though. He pulled the ultimate card. He radioed in. Now what will happen to Irving? Does he get to come back?
I think they're going to wipe him clean. I think he'll be back, but I think they're going to just kind of wipe him or whatever they're going to do.
What department would he go to? I don't know if they'd put him in optics, seeing as how the other chick would remember him.
That I don't know, but who knows?
It's questionable. Let's see where they... I don't know. Curious. See, and this is when Irving said you're making love to her with your eyes. Yes, he had goo-goo eyes. Poor Mark. He couldn't help it. Oh, there you go. Yeah, it could make him a goat herder.
Ooh.
That is a possibility.
That would be pretty crazy.
Is that where they all go? When they can't go nowhere else? You've been in every department. Go to the goats. That's messed up. It's possible, though. It is possible. But where will our now trio, I guess, go from here? I mean, she's now like, what in the hell? These two, Mark and Dylan, know what the hell Irving did. She don't know what the fuck's going on. And are they gonna wipe? Is he gonna like wipe their shit so they can't remember this scenario? Like, because how is that gonna work out? You think they're just gonna be like, oh, we don't know what you did? Are they all in danger now? Like, I don't know. It's very awkward. Not sure though. But yeah, guys, I'm trying to think of what else we got for this episode. I think that will about do it for us. I think that is right. We still need the thing, you know. It's a wrap. I want one of those so bad. I don't know why. It just seems fun.
My brain can't compute anymore tonight.
Dana says she has reached her capacity.
Unfortunately, I think I have.
No, Dana, it's okay. We just need an outdoor retreat team building occurrence, and you will be just fine.
Yeah, no, I'm going to call out of that one.
No. These are mandatory.
Damn it. So you're saying I don't have a job if I don't show up? Is that what you're telling me?
Well, I'm not. It's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying, you know, it may be nice if you.
Scarlett, are you going to fire me?
It's just, no, you know, here at Fever, we provide.
Yep.
Scarlett's gonna, what is it? Elephant me, rabbit me? What do you?
Don't say no more. That sounds horrible. Oh dear God! No.
What protocol are you gonna put me through,
Oh
Scarlett?
my God! I'm not putting you through no protocols. I disavow. I may have to.
She'll put you through the cricket claws.
Jesus, no! Please don't. Please don't.
Oh gosh!
I take it all back. I take it all back. I can give you another 10 minutes, I swear.
I do wonder, like, they use the old technology. I can understand why they would maybe do that, but I don't think that's the technology in everywhere, just on the floor or just for the innies. So I do wonder how far this world is. Like, what technology do they really have that we haven't seen? So, could it be a holodeck kind of thing? Are they that far?
See, Fiona's saying the innies were teleported into place. I mean, that's a possibility.
Yeah, like how is this is this an alien thing? When Ben Stiller finally pulls the camera back and lets us see the full picture, what craziness will it be?
Right. I still do like that. The teleport thing. I'm like, I just can't explain this fucking TV.
The TV teleported in, didn't it?
I know, but you would have seen that though, right? Like I'm just maybe not, but it seems like that they would have noticed something. They got a hell of a teleporting device here for them to not have noticed it teleport in. That's just me. I don't know.
Yeah, it's weird.
I can't wait to find out though. I really cannot wait till they kind of explain what this little sector is. Like, is it a simulation? Is it a whole nother floor? Are they on the outside? Is this actual place on Lumen ground, so to speak? Like a park or something, like a national park or just a historic park for them or something like that. Tourist attraction. I don't know. I'm just curious to see where they go with it.
Yeah, the trailer, like I might have told you last video, I watched a YouTube thing that put all the pieces of the trailers and promos together that we haven't saw in the episode yet, seen in the episode yet. And there's a lot of crazy stuff still. Crazy looking stuff, Like there was some promos that I'd never watched because they were shown on something that I don't watch usually. But yeah, a lot of crazy scenes left to go. So I think the craziness has just begun.
That is true. Yeah, because we are just really getting into the thick of it. They're starting to reveal more about sort of the history of the company, I guess you could say. I wouldn't know about Frolic and all these other things that they're going to show. We're going to get this for like every one of the Tempers. Do they get to go on like an adventure? Because this was to Woe. So like, where is Frolic? Where in the fuck is that going to be at?
Yeah. And what did it have to do with him finishing Cold Harbor?
Right. A lot of questions still need to be answered. And we cannot wait until the next episode. What is the next episode actually called? Trojan's Horse. Ooh.
Oh. That could mean so many things.
And it says tensions emerge after the team suffers a loss, which we already know Irving was supposed to be gone. So,
yeah, Trojan Horse could mean Mark and his reintegration.
It definitely could. Can't wait to find out who's going to be the Trojan Horse. I mean, we already knew Chick was like a Trojan Horse, but she's been revealed. So, what's the next one?
Yes, since Irving's out, it seems Mark is the candidate.
Yeah, one would think. With his brain reintegrated, he's got to go see Chick again too at some point to to finish it or something to keep it from messing up.
You would
Dr. Lee.
Yeah, you would think.
Samuel says Helly R or Gemma could be the Trojan Horse. Could be. And Gemma definitely. I mean, she'd just be popping up at all. Are we going? I wonder if we're going to see her this season again, or at all. Like we're going to actually see her. We saw her kind of like on a little screen or whatever, and we saw her in this episode technically because of the Flash. But are we going to actually get to see Gemma in the flesh?
I hope so. Maybe she'll get a hall pass.
You never know. Maybe they got hall pass. That's true. They do have hall passes now.
I doubt they give it to her floor. That creepy elevator.
Yeah, we still need to say, like, they kind of teased us with a little more on that, but not enough for us to really know.
Yeah, this is definitely a show. Like, I don't know where From's going. There's a lot of unanswered questions, but it's kind of coming together. This show, it's just, what the heck are they doing?
Mm-hmm. And I thought it was going to be a little more like super, like not supernatural, but there was going to be like an undertone spiritual vibe with the cult kind of theme. But and then after this episode, I'm like, okay, they're kind of going back to that a little bit with his dreams. Like something about Irving always gave me these super like creepy vibes with the company. Not that the company's not cult like and creepy all on its own, but just the way he was dreaming about stuff, and then now he gets to see Woe um in his dream like that was, oh god, it was so creepy. So I'm wondering, is there an actual like undertone of like a creepy spirit still roaming, or are these things actually real, or is it just like people are going crazy? I don't know.
So many questions.
Let's see. Do you know something about Gemma? I was like, we don't. Do you? I want to know, but I know that she's part of that harbor program, Cold Harbor. And for those of you who were not with us when we talked about that, um, I believe that these little boxes down here, we have 5 of them. When Mark in last episode was getting reintegrated, the doctor lady told him about the 5 brain waves. So I'm assuming each one of these boxes must be tethered to one of those brain waves, and that if this is them kind of working out Gemma and her severed self, like special programs where certain people have been wiped, right? Like maybe Gemma has been wiped before and they're trying to re-put her brain back together. Well, you need to sort the data, right? So they're sorting out the different brain waves in order to get almost like feelings or something. In order, because they said like each set gives you a different feeling. Some are scary, some are happy, all these different things. So I'm thinking that this must be kind of where they're going with that.
It does seem so, yes.
Wait, what? So, anyways, brisket. Let's get back to business days. Well, I mean, what are you bringing a brisket? God damn it! I'm hungry again.
I'm starving.
Look, see, we're gonna have to end the stream so that me and Dana can go eat. Is that what you wanted, BK?
Well, since Helena was revealed this episode, it seems like it would be Mark as far as Trojan Horse, but it could be something like totally throw us off and be something else.
Yeah, I'm gonna think that they're gonna have a hard time. Like, because Irving's gone, he was able to kind of tell Helena, like, or Kelly or whatever, like the different Heliar, sorry. He was able to tell kind of the difference between the 2 personalities. But I don't know if Mark can and Dylan, so I don't know how that's going to like work out with the dynamic. Like, are they going to be able to trust her now? Are they going to work with her? Are they going to use her as a Trojan horse? Or is Mark going to be the one to go in? Because the Trojan horse got to be somebody that's going to go in and kind of fake them out and then attack. So what are we attacking? Are they going to try? Because I mean, I don't think they're going back to the security room or whatever where they, because all that's changed, right? That's now where they have the family get together thing. So now where did that other stuff go, right? Is it still in that room somewhere, or do they have a whole nother room that's different now that has something to do with security and how because he still enacted the protocol, which is what that security room had in it. So I don't.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they moved it so they don't know where it is now.
Yeah.
Because they had made a map and now their map is off.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they wanted to hide it. No more occurrences like that.
It says, how can Gemma be dead as an outie but alive, or possibly alive as an innie? And I don't think she ever truly died. I think that this goes back to like there's something bigger with Mark and Gemma and that family, and with Kier and the corporation, like, because she was in a car crash, right? And then they even possibly said that possibly she was burnt up in it. So if they, and I don't know anything else about it. So we don't know the car, right? Was it just one of these older cars? Was it a Lumen car, like produced by Lumen or something? Was it faulty brakes? Like what happened? What caused the car crash? And then on top of that, we already know that Lumen has its hands in the medical field. It has schools for the kids to grow up in. It's got all these different departments that Lumen sort of falls under. Like it's got all kinds of things under its umbrella. So it's not probably unfathomable to think that they could have their hands on some cadavers. And if they really needed Gemma for whatever reason and Mark, it is possible they set up the car crash and switched the bodies. And if the body was burnt up enough, it's possible Mark may not have truly been able to identify it. And just him thinking, he's grieving and he's just assuming and they made it look enough like her. I believe they did the old bait and switch in the car crash.
Yep, and they're using her as a testy.
Mm-hmm.
It's a test subject for some reason, and ultimately we think it's for immortality purposes.
Oh yeah, something, because she's a question mark for sure. The fact that it seemed as if she knows about the elevator. She'd been there before because she cried before she went down there, essentially almost begging Milchick not to let her go. Like she did not want to go down that elevator. And she barely really messed up, right? Like it was her responsibility, of course, to keep track of Heliar, but she really didn't like purposely do anything wrong. So it was just like weird. Like she knew, like she was so scared to go down there.
Yeah,
and now she's completely gone. Her
Yeah.
whole section's gone.
Yeah, she said, she was only awake for the sessions, so that she must knew that she went down and went back to sleep. So maybe she just knew she was going to go to sleep and maybe not wake up.
Mm-hmm. You are most welcome, hon.
She did look sad, though.
Yes, she was crying, like a tear in her eye or something rolling down.
She turned to Milchick and said something like, "Can I just, like," I forgot what she said. Like she just wanted to
try.
live.
He was like, "No, I've got things to do. Go, off with you, along with you."
She wanted to live just for another moment.
See, Samuel says Gemma could be Irving's replacement, or Heliar might have been convinced to switch sides. That's my guess. Their presence seems like a gift, but in reality, it's malicious. Yes, definitely could be. I mean, I'm can't wait to see who this Trojan horse is and who they're going to replace Irving with. If Irving's actually going to be on the outside doing some, shenanigans of his own, a little bit of fuckery. We got Bert out there kind of following Irving's outie, so that's still kind of playing a part because they brought Bert back up. I know it was a dream, but he still seems prominent, so I can't see those two characters completely falling to the wayside. And then we know now that our girl is an Egan, and they can't hide that anymore. Oh, so there's going to be some tension in the next episode. This might have supposed to have been what the critic says was the best episode, but I'm really looking forward to the next one because now things are a little spicy. A little spicy. We got possible baby in the oven cooking. Not like in the real oven. Like in her belly. She may possibly be pregnant. That's how I said that. Somebody's going to be like, oh my God. So yeah, they got some things cooking. And will we get to see more protocols? Are they going to enact? Oh, they could enact them under one of those protocols, right? The what was it? The fish one? Can't remember shit.
Goldfish?
Yep. Don't remember a damn thing for 2 seconds.
Right.
After that, you don't remember shit. Get 2 seconds memory or something like that.
Man, I'd like to goldfish some people.
This conversation's going to sound weird again.
That'd be crazy though to have a chip in your head. I almost did a video. It's actually in my Premiere timeline. I haven't finished it. I didn't know if it's good or not, but it was about like, the splitting of the mind and kind of looking at it like, what if it happened in the real world and what's the implications of it and stuff. And it gets pretty deep when you really sit and ponder on it. And to have all those protocols is that's crazy to think about.
Yeah, that was scary when they did the overtime contingency. I thought that was pretty fucked up. But then once you told us about like the Reddit ones, all these different ones and what they were and stuff, and I'm like, ooh, that's not good. Like, did nobody read their damn contract? Because I would be looking over that shit at this point. Like, where I need to know the page subsection. Can you mark it in a highlighter or something?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Well, who knows? So we got a few more episodes to go. Well, quite a few more actually. We got next one will be halfway through if we get 10. So still got quite a bit to go in the season. And so far, I mean, we got reintegration. We got whatever the fuck woe is, and Dieter and seals and contingencies. Oh my, all kinds. As well as we'll get a Trojan horse. Can't we? Cannot wait.
I hope it'll be like a Rickon episode and we don't know anything that happens till another week.
That's right. He's still lingering with his damn book and shit.
Rickon turned out to be a cool character. I didn't think I'd like him, but he's unique.
So awkward. Yeah, he's so oblivious. Like, just real, I don't know.
I thought it was funny as heck that last episode where that Lumen lady was sitting there talking to him about his book, and he was just so enamored that she loved it and could recite a line from it and stuff. And Devin was like totally seeing through it all. It was like kind of laughing at it almost.
Yeah, his wife was not happy. You got 1 hour. One. And she's like eyeball another chick. Like, I see you. Oh shit! I thought there was gonna be a cat fight right there. I was like, get her. Right, you tell her, get the hell out my house. Like, you lucky you was being nice to her man a little bit, because she probably didn't want to hurt his feelings. She was actually talking about the book, and she knows that book is stupid, but it's all right. She's trying to support her husband, and then stupid lady come up in the house, try to home wreck.
Natalie, that's her name.
Yeah, Natalie.
I'd like to know a little backstory on Rickon though, because you got to think he's supposedly a best-selling writer. Like, that's not his first book. He's a bestseller dude, and I guess that's how they get their money or whatever. So it's like, did he come for money, or he just happened to become this self-made guru? So strange. But you never know. It's a different universe. Things like that can happen.
Yeah, it's weird. You never know.
Weirdos never get published in this universe.
All right. Yes, BK, Supernatural is awesome show. I'm glad you were getting through it. It is a good show. See, we got Fiona says the woman undergoing Mark's reintegration says she's better at it now, implying she's reintegrated others, not just Petey. And now Mark. I wonder who else she's reintegrating or has done the reintegration. I don't know. That is a good question. I know we kind of talked about that a little bit on the last episode. Like, is she still part of the company? Is that how she's able to kind of still know things that are going on? Who else has she been possibly playing with in order to get better at this reintegration?
Right. She says she still works there, so I wonder, she seems like she maybe even does stuff like she's doing. So does the goats play into that? Has she been practicing on the goats?
It's possible. It is possible. I mean, the goat room is strange. The people in the goat room are even stranger than anybody we've seen in any other department. One dude's wearing the damn goat.
Yeah, what
And
a crazy show.
he was strange. God, dude, that whole department was extra peculiar.
Yeah, it reminds me of this place I worked one time.
Would you like to elaborate?
No, just everybody was weird. I mean, they called
No
me weird.
elaboration needed. Everybody was just weird.
I mean, they called me weird, but after I left, I think they were weird.
Right? You just never know. Which one is the weird one? Was it me or was it them? We got a lot. That was a lot in this episode, like we said. We got a lot. It was a pretty good episode as far as giving us a little bit more breadcrumbs, as BK said earlier, and a little more stepping stones to what and who and where and why and all the jumbled questions in between, explaining what Severance, the show, is truly about. What is the end goal for this company? And Mark, and we still gonna have to find something out with Miss Cobell or Harmony. She's still floating around out there, along with some other folks, some other characters. So we'll just have to wait and see.
Pretty much.
But yeah, guys, thank you all for joining us tonight. And as always, a big thank you to Miss Dana and James. Guys, my bestie, and now we got a new bestie. Basically, he might as well be another co-host on here. He's becoming a regular.
And hope you get feeling better, Dana.
Thank you. I promise I'll be back on my game next week.
I know, poor Dana. Look, she keeps getting hit with it up there, guys. So she's done hit bingo 3 times over.
Right? Why? Go to somebody else. Like, I'm done. I'm tapping out.
She didn't buy any more bingo cards. Somebody keeps sending them to her. She said
know,
no
right? I don't want bingo no more. Bingo's not fun.
Oh, it just sounded so. Oh, thank Dana.
It's not fun anymore.
It's no more fun. No more.
It's not. I'm over it. Go away, bingo. Go away.
No. But you guys, we're gonna shut it down. It is getting late, and Miss Dana does need to get her rest for sure. But we'll be back later this week. We're still gonna try to do some other streams. I know we have Yellow Jackets coming out the end of the week, so sometime we'll try to fit in the Yellow Jackets as well as Severance towards the end of the week. I'm hoping Tuesday or Thursday. We still want to do a Mystery Fever stream. There's a few things out there that I looked into that are going to be some fun little topics for us to discuss, or just little things to look at and see what you guys think about all the crazy stuff that happens out there. But Dana, I promise you will be okay. You'll be all right, Dana. She's like, no more, Scarlett.
It doesn't matter. I know I'm never leaving my house. I'm the crickets in my food. I can't trust any of my labels. I already know what else? Please, there's nothing else left to go. So I'm ready. Let's go. Let's just dive into it.
Things happen. It's fine.
Pretty much, you got drones in my backyard. What else can happen?
You're good. Don't worry. There's nothing else. It's nothing too serious. Just some fun things to talk about. And I'm going to put the link to the Discord in the chat as well. Expire. I want to make sure I get a good one. Here we go. All right. Generate that and put this in the chat for you guys. So also, if you guys want to, we got some new categories in. I press the right buttons here. Copy, paste. There we go. There's some new categories in the Discord for you guys to check out. One is our kind of mystery fever category. We're gonna have for you guys to also give us anything you guys want to talk about. So mysteries under rabbit holes. I've already got a few little videos in there about some of the things that we may be talking about soon. Yeah, there's some weird thing. I'll just give one away because this one honestly wouldn't be talked about very long anyways. Not so much that it's a mystery, just one of them like what the fuck moments. But did y'all I didn't watch the movie. Did y'all watch the movie Wicked?
No.
Okay. It ain't really about the movie, but as they do, they made, merchandise, dolls for the kids, like a little Barbie doll. Dana, they put a website on the bottom of this doll.
Okay. Why am I scared?
Well, let's just say that website happened to be a site for adults only.
What?
We'll talk about that and more on the next Mystery Fever.
What the
Man, leaving me all in suspense.
Well, that's how you're supposed to leave it, right? It's like a cliffhanger. Leave you wanting more.
I don't what? Okay. Jeez, gosh.
It's fun times, Dana. It's fun. It's a fun world we live in, right? So yeah. So just be careful with those Wicked dolls and the website Wicked. Apparently it is. Go look it up for yourselves. It's one word. Get to www.wicked.com. Go find it for yourselves. I didn't have to go find it. I just trusted the source. I damn sure I'm not putting that in my fucking browser history, but you feel free to browse at your own leisure.
Frolic at your will.
Yeah, you're right.
Go fill your bingo card.
Yes. Like, we're giving you a free space. Go ahead.
Pretty much. Mine's filled to capacity. So
yes, guys. So if you have any other things, you can go put those. That is category in the Discord for you guys to put any kind of strange things you want to talk about that are happening in and around the world. Any crazy rabbit hole theories and such, because we will start talking about those things, and I'm going to try to do it on a Wednesday or Thursday this week. Hopefully all things work out. So until then, guys, I hope you all had an awesome night. I enjoyed every minute, and we will see you all on the next one. Have a good night, guys.
good night, guys.
Paint me a scene, city in color, the way that you see, the way you see it. Don't you wish that I could give you, everything. 1, 2, 3, and my heart is racing. Can't fall asleep, I got my mind in a throw. Weightless, floating through the day. Trust that I'll be okay. I'm happy alone, but a little waiting for you. Wait until you realize. Waiting for you. Wait until you realize. If you wanna run ahead, I'll meet you where the water meets the earth we cling to. If you wanna find the edge, I'll come too. I could run around this world all day with you. I could show you this world.